Good morning. It's Monday. It's me, Talia. Hope you didn't forget about me. I'm back. I know I was MIA for a bit there. It's Monday. I know I see a lot of people in the chat saying they are snowed in. That's been on my radar. My whole family's snowed in New York. I know I have some friends stuck in Aruba and in Italy and wherever you are in the world, you can't get back to New York. Brandon, good morning. Hope you had a good weekend. Alan, Barbara, John, Danny Fan, all my friends, Maria G, Tricky Detective. God, I missed you guys. Hi, Sweet and Low. Thank you, Brandon. Swammy Sosa, that's a good name. Morning, Nate Dog, LJ, and I'm Rock Chick. Joe, Gary, if you're watching, I know it's you, don't worry. Thanks, Gary. I have the weirdest kind of sinus infection thing going on where I can't hear. So let me know if I'm yelling at you. Let me know if I start to scream. Thanks. Noted. Amy Loves Sexy Cat is snowed in New Jersey. Accounts receivable, no snow here. I know. I'm from Wisconsin. I sue to snow. I get that. Cindy Turner. Brandon Kuhn just said, Talia, I just saw TMZ posted Nick Riner pled not guilty. Yes, they're working hard covering all that out there. I don't know if I know we have some people at the hearing. I'm not sure if he gave, I don't think that early you give like reason of not guilty, reason of insanity. I think you just plead guilty or not guilty. And as of 5 minutes ago, the DA's office is expected to speak. I'll keep you updated when we get out on that floor in like 40 minutes. I know that's all we're going to be talking about, but he has pled not guilty, and he is being defended by a public defender now. So yeah, Lori said, I'm so happy to see Baywatch, Talia. I've been practicing my slow-mo runs on the beach. Not really, but I need that. Krista Helicopter said, I need some extra love for my friends today. Krista Helicopter, I'm sending you some extra love as your friend. Monica said, are we going to talk about what's going on in Mexico? We totally can. I know when I first, so I believe it's the assassination of El Mencho he was like one of the like most infamous drug traffickers. He was assassinated by like government forces, assisted by the US, like we kind of helped out. And there's like a whole travel stop. People are like stuck there, tourists are stuck, they can't get out. Mexican authorities killed him in Puerto Vallarta. So a lot of people are trapped there. Like a tourist from California said she was told to stay in her hotel because it's safer than like actually leaving and traveling to the airport. All the roads were closed because of cartel presence. It's like absolutely crazy. So that's a little bit about what's going on in Puerto Vallarta for you. LJ said, send in the US troops. Wow, I didn't watch hardly any of the Olympics. Was it good? Was it good? The men's hockey team won for the first time since Miracle on Ice, which took place in Lake Placid, just 6 hours north of me. And I've been there plenty of times. And Jack Hughes has no teeth. And I said this morning, I think he should melt down his gold medal and do gold teeth. I think that's actually a great idea. I think that's brilliant. I would love a good memory that I can keep with me, like a souvenir the whole time. I've watched so much figure skating, Alyssa Liu, Amber Glenn, my American heroes. I've never been so patriotic as when I watched the Olympics, and I think that's kind of the goal, is to get you to like root for your country. And boy, have I been drinking that Kool-Aid. I am obsessed. Did you guys see Amber Glenn, one of the US figure skaters, she danced to, she skated to like a Prayer of the Madonna song, and Madonna sent her a video and was like, Amber Glenn, like I'm your biggest fan, you're incredible. Obsessed. Yeah. Nobody has any opinions about the Olympics? Guys, I'm really amped up about this. Is it true we're still in Mexico. Is it true some Americans are being held captive? I do not believe so. I think they're just like stuck trying to get out. I don't think anyone's being held captive, but if I find out that that is true, I will absolutely let you know. Kelly Smith said, I agree, all the Olympians were great. My friend's cousin was on the USA hockey team. So amazing. I love seeing, I get like that, I don't know what the word is, but like incredibly emotional watching sports wins. I love like Hope Core on TikTok, if you're familiar with it, where it's like all the good like sports wins and like Hail Marys and free throws and Auburn's gonna win the football game. I love that stuff, and I feel like this Olympics was just a compilation of those kinds of moments. The one-hit wanderer said, did not watch a lick of Olympics. Yes, I did. Danny Fan, did you see the Polish skater almost lost her eye? She fell and an American blade hit her underneath the left eye. She had to be stretched out. I watched that happen, and since it like on the replay, they didn't like, they slowed down the replay and they're like, whoa, what happened there? And once they realized that she got a blade to the face, they like cut away. It was so gross, and I really hope she's okay, but it was really gross. Like, she like full blade to the face, like nicked her eye. I hope she can see still. Hockey game was amazing, and for them to win, they haven't won since 1980. Unbelievable. And I was also very patriotic. Elmo was a hit on Instagram to get updates from the Olympics. Elmo's so in touch with that kind of stuff. Elmo is really in touch. Leanne loves the rain, said, we are too stressed out to watch the Olympics. I totally agree. I think I was using it as kind of a de-stressor, if you will. I was like, just like put something on, take my mind away. Brandy, Alyssa Liu's gold performance was amazing, so fresh and fun and cool. I loved that she like, I love that she doesn't care. I think that's what makes her a gold medalist, is you see her go out there and she is like purely performing for the love of the game. Like, she did not care about that medal. She retired at 16 and was like burnt out, and then came back and just slayed the competition. And I think that's why. I think it's because she didn't care if she won or not. Yeah. Gold, silver, bronze, and less. Just be proud to be an Olympic athlete. Amen. I could never do what they do, any sport. I think if I had to compete in any sport, it would have to be breakdancing, which they discontinued because of Ray Gunn, and I think I would have done the same thing, in all honesty. Yeah. Get ready for the State of the Union tomorrow. I know everyone's excited. I certainly am. I feel like there's going to be a lot of tariff talk, a lot of snide remarks. I'm thinking of it as more of like a stand-up roast special. I think I'm excited. I'm looking forward to cracking up and laughing. Yeah. Am I hosting today? I am hosting today, and I will be your trusted guide both in pre-show and the live show this whole week, all 5 days. It is Taliaville, USA Population 1. Yeah, so whether that upsets you or excites you, no, I'm excited to be with you. And I'm just prepping you for a week of me. I'll be sure to wear my best outfits. I'll be on my A game, be reading tons of comments. So get excited for that. A lot of OWTAs I see in the chat. Alex Daly, I'm not ignoring anything to Nancy. I didn't see any comments yet. I don't think we have any updates for you right now. It's incredibly slow moving right now. We don't have a ton of updates, and there's been so much going on now. We have Nick Riner hearing, we have all of this Olympics stuff going on. But yeah, as soon as we know stuff, obviously, we'll be the first to tell you. Have you guys been, this past weekend, I was really on my phone a lot, and I was seeing a lot of Punch the Monkey. Are you guys familiar with Punch the Monkey? He's kind of like the Mudang and Harambe of the world. He is in Ichikawa, the zoo in Japan. And basically he is this baby monkey he's so cute, and he was rejected by his mother. Like sometimes the animals, like they don't connect or something. I don't really know. But he was rejected by his mother, and instead the zookeepers gave him this like stuffed orangutan to like kind of be his like mother kind of thing. And the internet, he's like getting bullied in the cage, and the internet is insane. Oh my God, somebody said, where is Clover? She made me cry all weekend about the Punch story. Poor little Punchy. Do we have Aiden? Can we get Aiden?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I can hear you. This is amazing. I wasn't sure I was gonna hear. I was like, I have to consult my Punch the Monkey expert.
I am on the scene, but we have to hold on. We have to interject so quickly.
Let's hear it.
Your face on this Alexa.
How funny is that?
I am crying. Who did this?
The clearance dolls.
The clearance dolls did it?
The clearance dolls did it.
I would expect nothing less from them.
My little face is on the speaker that plays out
You guys,
into the world now.
hold on.
Can you hold her up?
We have to hold for what do you
There
call
I am.
it?
But
Do we see this?
I can like vaguely see the yep. There I am.
This is what that speaker looks like right now, y'all.
Wait, how'd you get such a good picture of it?
Oh, I was boots on the ground, fully, literally.
Crying. Wait, there I am.
Listen, they have Talia, Ashley O style. We're celebrating the Hannah Montana release.
I'm so dead. We're obsessed with Punch the Monkey in this chat. I want to know why, like, what is he being bullied still? Like, is he getting the help he needs? Like, I'm very upset about this.
Oh, I'm upset about this. I was going to everybody talking about how crazy this story is. I don't know how kept up everyone is with it. He was getting bullied. He was having a hard time. Of course, he has his little IKEA monkey orangutan.
Wait, did you see the IKEA guy, like the IKEA founder, like president, went and like gifted him a bunch of them?
Yes, like a mountain.
Like a mountain of the little toys he's obsessed with.
And they also are like sold out on IKEA, which is like I've never seen something sell out on IKEA like that before.
That's so funny. But is he still being bullied?
So he's like, from last week, he was being bullied. He was actually being embraced by another monkey that is in his enclosure. And this weekend, a positive development in the Punch story.
Yes.
He found a stick, and he was like walking around on 2 feet with a stick, which is people are saying that it's very advanced for his age.
Wow,
but then there was this video.
smart.
He has the smartest little thing. There was this other video of this monkey that tried him, was fully ran towards him, trying him again, and Punch fought back.
He's putting the punch in Punch.
As he should. I'm
actually really proud of him for sticking up to himself.
But it was so cute because he went over, he snapped at this monkey. The monkey got scared, ran away, fully as he fucking should.
Stay scared.
Right, and then he ran back to his little monkey, his little orangutan, and he was just went right back to sleep.
Okay, relatable.
Listen, how are you feeling about this, Talia? I want to hear your opinions on this.
I am devastated. The first time I watched the video, the first few where he was being bullied, I truly was like, okay, I'm ready to be a mother. I need to step up.
Yes.
I need to take this baby monkey in. I need to provide for him.
Oh, yeah.
And I know, who just made a bid to buy him?
Oh my God.
Who just said they were gonna buy him? Wait.
He was Andrew Tate?
Oh my God, yes, Andrew Tate and his brother said they were gonna buy Punch the Monkey.
Baby.
That's not a safe space.
Oh, baby, keep the monkey actually in that zoo. Do not give it to Andrew Tate. I think that monkey would be better off on the 101 freeway than with Andrew Tate.
Truly. I wonder if...
what do you mean?
They offered $250,000. I feel like the monkey's life is probably worth $8 to $10 million.
$8 to $10 million. Please. $250,000 for that monkey?
Crystal said, see, Punch is learning. Punch for president.
He is.
Yay, Punch.
Listen, you guys, don't be surprised.
So tiny.
Don't be surprised when Corey, we have J-Rock, we're all inside that zoo enclosure. We have Talia with the desk and everything, because at this point, we have to be boots on the ground.
We gotta get that dumb yellow chair back. the cheese chair. I'm sitting in the yellow chair.
We have the cheese chair in the enclosure.
Okay, I really
need it.
Yeah.
We need to make it happen.
I think we have to take a trip to Japan to visit Punch the Monkey.
We do. I'm telling you, we have to get someone to swipe their card. We might have to call Beckerman.
Okay, perfect.
I hope he's listening. Beckman,
I hope he's listening.
thank you so much.
But yeah, I know there was that positive development. I really wanted the people to know about it.
Yes.
So I figured we'd check in with the punch expert himself.
You guys, we had also had Alexa. Did you see Alexa interviewed?
Yes. Who she interviewed someone, a zoo keeper expert?
Yes, and I think he weighed in on the fact that it's like kind of sad that he has to like rely on like not a living creature. Like he has to rely on
Like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sad.
I don't even know. I feel like we talked about last time. Did we talk about the statement that came out?
No. What statement did they make?
Oh my God, yeah. So last week, this was when the video came out of him getting dragged by by another monkey in the enclosure.
Oh.
The zoo released, I feel like, wait, I don't know why I thought I talked about this before.
Maybe you did on Friday, but not to me.
I think that's what it was, yeah. So
What did they say though?
They released a statement being like, it was a longer statement. Like some of the parts of it were them saying that they saw the videos that were circulating of him like in the enclosure being dragged by another monkey. Mm-hmm. And then they talked about it and they said that this is kind of, maybe he was interacting with like the mother of like another orangutan and like the bears just being protective of one of the children that they had in there. And then also they were saying that like instead of like following the story and like kind of like jumping on like the bullying kind of narrative in a way.
Yeah.
Like this could just be a way of him like getting into the troop and kind of just like intertwining
hazing?
with. No, like it's giving hazing.
Oh
like I'm like,
God.
why is he in like Delta, Beta, Gamma, 1, 2,
literally.
3? Like I don't know. But yeah, they were basically saying like maybe it's just as a way of like
assimilating into the group.
Yeah, fully. I don't know, free him. I already...
Free Punch. Like, let's get him in here.
We need to... Oh, TMZ Live, we interview Punch.
I'm going to talk to Tawanda about booking that.
Can we call Tawanda really fast? Can we send...
Yeah. Can you go over there, see if she's down to book him?
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Sweet. Well, thanks, Aiden.
Of course.
We'll
it's
see you
always
out
so
on the
lovely.
floor in just a little bit.
I'll see you in just a little bit. Don't be surprised when Punch is running by me.
Okay, good. I can't wait.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
You know, anytime. That is our Punch expert. Over the weekend, I saw like 5 social videos we had up about Punch the Monkey. I'm obsessed. I see a lot of people talking about Jelly Roll drama, and as of right now, it's all hearsay and rumors, so I don't want to feed you all false information. Like, I straight up Googled it to pull you like the facts of the article. So there's like allegedly there's reports that he gave hush money to a comedian, like that he like paid her off, Nicole Harbor, but literally you click on the article, it disappears. Like everything has been taken down. There's no facts out. So I promise you, I'm not ignoring you, but there is literally nothing factual I can tell you, and I don't want to just spit out some rumors and give you wrong info. But obviously, if we publish it, if we get anything, I'm gonna keep you updated because now I'm interested. And you know, I love drama. Speaking of drama, the BAFTA Awards were this weekend. First of all, Timothy and Kylie looked incredible. Kylie's had a lot of her filler dissolved, and she truly looks like beautiful. Like the day she was like born, she looks 15 years younger. She doesn't have pillow face. She looks incredible. But, so there was a moment at the BAFTA Awards where John Davidson, he's a man with Tourette's, and there was a movie made about him, and the actor who won like Best Actor plays him in this like movie. He beat Timothée Chalamet. But the real man with Tourette's, John Davidson, was in the crowd, and Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo are presenting Best Special FX. And you hear in the audience somebody scream the N-word, and it made it into the BBC broadcast. And a lot of people were like, what the hell just happened? But this man has Tourette's. Obviously, you can't control the things you say when you have Tourette's. Jamie Foxx came out and was like, I don't believe it. Like, when people with Tourette's, you say what's in your heart. Medically, that's not true. But a lot of people were also upset that there was a Free Palestine comment that was made that was bleeped out or cut out of the broadcast, and the N-word was not. And they, broadcasters claim that it was because they didn't hear it, but the person who shouted Free Palestine stood up and kind of made a scene about it. But yeah, can we chat to Kay? Oh, you guys are on it with the cuts. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Talia. How are you?
This Monday morning?
I'm good. It's Monday, but I'm good.
I know. I feel that.
Right.
I want to know what you think of this. I know Jamie Foxx came out and said he believes that this man has hate in his heart,
right,
and that essentially drunk words are sober thoughts. Medically, I know that's not what is said about Tourette's, but I'm curious about what you think of the situation.
Yeah, first of all, my opinions and my thoughts are my opinions and my thoughts solely. They don't represent TMZ, so I just wanted to get out the way. I think the situation is very unfortunate. My nephew has disabilities where he makes outbursts. Now, they're not made out like actual words. He has cerebral palsy and autism. But it's very sensitive to me in that fact that I know the long journey it's been to get people with disabilities, specifically ones that have outbursts, into these rooms that are, recorded and, are on TV, and, we might hear that in the broadcast. So I sympathize, and I love that, he was in the room and represented whatever movie he was doing. I'm not too familiar with him. But on the other side, unfortunately, a very negative, heavy word was blurted out. And I'm not too familiar with Tourette syndrome, so I can't speak on that. But I do believe that if this was part of his disability, then that's that. I think the biggest flaw in this is, one, I read that this was a tape delay show.
Yes, it was.
So this was able to be cut out just as much as someone else who was given an award said something about Free Palestine. That was cut out, and something else was cut out. I can't remember what it was. So I'm curious on why this part wasn't cut out, so much so that they knew the what was going to come next, which was a viral clip that doesn't make them look good. BAFTA, I'm talking about.
Agreed.
So I feel like that was the failure on BAFTA's and BBC's part. And two, I think apology statements should have been given sooner. I think BAFTA or BBC just came out with an apology. And unfortunately, I do think that the man with Tourette's should come out with some type of statement and give understanding, because this is a situation, Talia, and I know I'm ranting. I'm going to finish up in a second.
Do not.
This is a situation where education is key.
I was just about to say that.
Everybody needs to be educated on each part. Tourette's, the word, the heaviness of the word, how, Delroy and Michael B. Jordan felt, having to kind of keep a straight face, keep it professional, which I applaud them, in front of hundreds in the audience, but yet thousands, who were watching.
On TV.
What an embarrassing moment that just got picked up and went viral, and people are making into memes, and people are laughing at, people are pissed at. It just was just a mess. And
it was a mess.
And knowing that it was a tape delay show, a lot of it could have been avoided. But it's like, you damn if you do, damn if you don't with that, because if it was cut out, then, and they didn't make a moment of it, and kind of have some type of acknowledgement, I do feel like people would have found out some way, somehow, and that would have spurred into its own moment as well. So I can't tell you how they should have handled it, but I think it could have been handled better.
I agree, and there's a lot of people debating in the comments where it's like, obviously, if it's something you can't control, it's incredibly difficult to be not punished, or there's a consequence. Do you remove this person from the audience? Do you move him back? How do you? I don't even know how you go about an actionable thing.
And that's what I'm saying. I sympathize with that, having such a close personal family member, my nephew, who has a strong disability. And unfortunately, there's some places we can't take him unless we know it's his bedtime. Like on a plane, you know,
Yeah.
he will scream and outburst if he's uncomfortable. And we know that makes other people very uncomfortable, like on a plane or even sometimes in public places. Now we fight to, you know, get this, I hate to say normalized because it should be normalized,
Yeah.
but like we are in a position in my family where it's just like, we love him. He's just like any of us. You don't know his language. You don't know his outbursts, so you don't get it. But we
Yep.
trust you. We trust us. He's good, you know. But we understand the public is uncomfortable who aren't familiar with this, and that goes back to what I say: education is the key
Yes.
importance in this entire situation from everybody's perspective, from Delroy and Michael, from the man with Tourette's, from BAFTA and BBC. Like they might not have ever been in this situation, so they don't know what to do with it.
Agreed.
It's still unacceptable how they. I just, you know, would put the blame directly on them. But it's just education is key. And it's unfortunate that this word is used in people's vocabulary and it's weaponized and it's still used as a tactic to hurt people and stuff. So I get a whole demographic is upset with this. But where we put the blame is the biggest up for grabs right now.
I 1,000% agree. I feel like if the man with Tourette's came out and kind of explained to people, hey, this is what my life is like this is what it entails. I would never intentionally say this word. This is what happens in Tourette's. Like, this is the reality of the disease. If the BBC came out and were like, hey, we left it in because it's an, just explanation and education, 1,000%.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
And it's really tough because this is something this man can't control.
Yeah.
And I hate that that's even in his vocabulary. But then we have to really get to the root of the problem, which as a Black woman, as a Black person, period, the root of the problem is the lack of education and giving people an understanding of like the heaviness of what this word is. So a lot of people are attacking Jamie Foxx for what he says or whatever. You guys gotta, I feel like, give some grace to some people who are very upset. You know, that word makes people very upset. Me watching it, I was very upset and caught off guard.
Yeah.
And so you gotta give some people grace on this. There's a whole demographic who their ancestors fought, were enslaved, and this word was used on a daily in the most negative connotation. So people whose ancestors didn't go through those problems might not get it on the scale that we have. And so I give Jamie Foxx some slack. Maybe he'll go and educate himself. Maybe he'll have a talk with the guy with Tourette's, and maybe some resolution will be solved. But everybody who's upset, I feel, has a right to be upset. Once again, like I said, I think the blames go in different areas, but the feeling and what that word does to some of us, you can't like be mad at someone for that.
1,000% agreed. That was incredibly well said, and
Thank you.
Wow, eloquent.
Thank you.
Eloquent.
Well, come to me more often. I enjoyed having this conversation with you, Talia.
Me as well. Thank you, Kay. The people love you. They call you the Rihanna of TMZ.
Please. Okay, y'all gotta go. Okay, I got. You know what? I'm over here working.
We'll see you out on the floor.
Y'all
Kay.
playing. Okay.
That was a good chat. God, she is very, very smart. Poking Ninja Fun said, I lost respect for Jamie Foxx, but I agree with what Kay says. Like, it's something like so heavy, so sensitive, and so like, we all know that that is not a word you say. That like warrants certain reactions. Absolutely. Complicated. Incredibly complicated. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think. I know I've done some research on Tourette's because of this story, and Dragapro sent in a really good comment. Said, involuntary complex vocal tic can include profanities, ethnic slurs, or derogatory remarks, even if they contradict the person's beliefs. I think it's kind of almost like an OCD compulsion, but one that your mind and your body don't match up. So you think it, and like you're like, oh my God, like I don't want to say it. Like it's like the worst thing you can think, and then your body just does it. But I do agree. I think we need to hear some statements, hear some apologies, some education, some explanation. So there we go. That is what I have to say on that. I know there was a lot of, Jeannie Smith said he's been honored for the work he's done for Tourette syndrome. I think that's what the movie about his life was about. so that's why he was there. But yeah, complex situation for sure. Let's see here. I saw someone talk about that this morning. I actually pitched this on the show this morning if you want to go take a watch later this evening. Former Prince, Andrew, is hanging in the Louvre. What I mean by that, a UK-based activist group called People vs. Elon went into the Louvre and hung up a picture, like the picture of Andrew coming out of jail where he's like slouched in the car, like trying to lay his seat back. They posted the photo framed perfectly with the little caption that says he's sweating now, because I believe previously he was like, I never sweat, I'm never gonna sweat. And they hung up this photo like in the Louvre, beautiful frame, perfectly level. I don't know how you get away with something like that. I feel like as we've seen pretty recently, the Louvre has some less than ideal security standards. I know I dressed up as a Louvre robber for Halloween with all the crown jewels. Interesting kind of method there. I wonder if the Louvre is doing maybe some PR where they want these things to happen. Do we have clearance in the chat? Hey, Roger.
Look, hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, I want to talk to you about Prince Andrew hanging in the Louvre.
Okay, well, that's not the direction I was going, but okay, we'll go.
I
We'll
know,
go there.
but I really want to talk.
What the hell?
I'm really intrigued about this.
Look, I had notes about our other topic. What
Oh,
are you doing?
do?
What are you
I
doing?
know. I just talked about it with Kay, and she had a really good point, like a lot of really good points.
Yeah.
But I
So
really want to talk about the Louvre.
We're gonna stick.
That's more your speed.
Yeah, obviously.
That's more
I'm the
your
Epstein
speed.
guy.
You're the, yeah, you're the, yeah.
Just.
Yikes. And we're gonna slate down.
We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that.
Do you think there's like a security issue going on at the Louvre? People are stealing crap. People are hanging their own crap up.
No,
What's
you know what
going
it is?
on?
In other countries, they're kind of just more loose. If you've ever been to the Louvre, they have like 4
I've never been.
entrances. Like you could go in through the substation, you could go in through like the regular like triangle entrance. There's like all these really cool entrances you could go through. I do feel like it's kind of easy to get in. Like when we went, the security looks at you, looks at your ticket, and then that was it. I don't even remember if they have metal detectors at this point. Yeah, like it's really easy. And the place is ginormous. Like you could genuinely get lost somewhere. If you want to do like some nasty stuff there, you could find a corner and go do something. Like no one's gonna find you. I'm serious. It's so big there.
But how do you like hang something up?
Well, that's what I'm saying. From what I could tell, it kind of looks like an empty part of a wing there.
Yeah.
So they probably they found a nice little corner. They probably have like the picture and the box and the like frame, and then they put it together once they were inside. Like I don't
Interesting.
think I don't think they went in with like the full frame and they showed it to security. I think they kind of assembled it together, and then once they were in there, it was pretty easy. I actually don't think it's that hard.
Should we try it?
I don't think we should try.
Should we put some like pictures of us up in there? Maybe like Harvey.
I get really scared of this. Like when I went to the Colosseum in Rome,
Yeah.
I somehow accidentally left the Colosseum, and so I was trying to get back in.
What?
And I tried to sneak back in. We tried to like climb the fence, but then I got really nervous. Like,
Yeah.
my girlfriend was like, my wife now, but she was like,
Goals.
Oh yeah.
Goals.
She was like, let's climb the fence. What are they gonna do? They're gonna arrest us? And I was like, yeah, they're gonna arrest us.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. I wonder though, what do you think of them like actually like putting up this photo of Andrew?
I think it's good. I like protests. I think stuff
I like that
this.
too.
Yeah, I think this stuff is important and it keeps things like in the public sphere. You know, there might be some people that might not know what's going on.
That's true.
Like they might not know who Prince Andrew is. They might know about the Epstein files, but they don't know the details. And they might pass by this. They see the picture. Now they're Googling. Now they're informed.
We posted an article about this, and as of when we posted, there was no word on if the Louvre had taken it down. I'm really curious. Maybe I'll fly to France and do some like boots on the ground journalism. I'm really curious if it's still up.
Actually, that's a good question. Does the Louvre know that it's up? They themselves might not even know. They're still trying to find the wing.
They're still trying to find the crown jewels that went missing in October.
Yeah, you're right. They never found all the jewels.
They got some serious work cut out for them.
Again, I like it. Don't try to change things. Keep it as is. I like it all.
But I also wonder if it's hanging up there now, does that then become like a valuable piece of art, like they're like, wow, like it's like a Banksy where it's like vandalism, but then it's worth something really major.
That's a good point, because what makes art? Do you remember that guy that hung up a banana on the wall?
Duh.
Like, is that art? Like, why is it art? Because he signed up and called it art? Like, what's art? We don't know.
It's so that's part of a much bigger debate we'll have maybe later on this week.
Yeah.
What constitutes art?
What constitutes art? And then this is a picture for reference.
And this is the photo of what we're referencing.
But yeah, I like protesters. I like this stuff. It's good.
Do you remember when they threw the orange paint?
I do. Well, those kind of bum me out, because now you're ruining things. But again, that's the point of a protest, right? Like, you're trying to grab people's attention. And if you're not upset, then it's not a real protest. Like, when people complain about people blocking the highway and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I can't get to work. I can't do things. It's like, yeah, but people are dying.
Yeah, that's the point. You can't get to work, and here's your reminder that these things are happening.
So, that's part of I would say that's part of America, but that's part of protests in general throughout the world.
Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roger.
I
This was a good topic for us.
I know, this was good, right?
This was easy.
I didn't even need notes.
You don't even need the notes. You don't even need the notes. I'll talk to you later. I'm curious about your notes, though. I can come check those later.
Yeah, we can revisit, like, behind the scenes.
Yeah, perfect,
all right, cool.
Thanks, Roger.
Dude.
Enjoy your work.
Yeah, thank you.
Roger, he's great. I have never been to the Louvre. I think I should go pretty soon. I wonder, I've been meaning to do this. I have a list of things I need to get done. Like, I need to get an oil change. Never done that before in my life. I need to pay a parking ticket. And basically the way this parking ticket happened was, obviously I didn't pay the meter because I thought I was above the law. Obviously I'm not. Got a ticket, didn't realize I had a ticket, drove away, watched it fly past me, and realized, wow, I am going to owe money, and I don't know how much I owe, when it's due, or what it's for. So that's on my list of things to do. So I need a financial advisor and like maybe a tax accountant. Is that the word? A tax account? What is it? What are they? Nobody knows. A CPA? A CPA? Maybe. Because I wanted to learn how to do write-offs, and I think I could write off a trip to the Louvre and call it boots on the ground journalism. That's where that rant was getting me. Harvey, if you're watching this, let me know how much I can make the check out for. You could just send me to friends. It'll be super quick. I could do the pre-show from there. I'll wake up on time, and I'll just see if the painting is still in the Louvre. It'll really be great for the company. Oh, people are actually giving me financial advice. I'm screenshotting these comments. Thanks, guys. Wow. Fiduciary, that's who I need. I need a fiduciary. Yeah. So I said, go to the Louvre and get yourself something nice. If you couldn't tell by the list of things I just gave you, I don't know if I'm in the market to buy myself something nice. But yeah, TurboTax hates to see me coming this time of year. Just figured out, being an adult now and all very recently, figured out W-2s, how to read that. They really don't prepare you well enough in school. I just kind of got thrown into the world, and now I am learning by doing. Paying parking tickets, and MJ said, the bar for getting hired at TMZ is so incredibly low. No, I am incredibly smart when it comes to the things I do here. I'm incredibly book smart. I'm up to date with the news. I'm a good talker. You don't know who's going to teach me how to change my oil until I need to do it. These are just life experiences I don't have yet, but it's important to gain them. But you need a job to pay for these things. So that's where we kind of get mixed up. But you know who has a really high-paying job and probably will never need an accountant? That would be Bonnie Blue. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bonnie Blue. If you are, maybe think about that and why you're familiar with her. She is an adult film star who recently slept with 400 men at the same time. Like there was just like a line of men waiting to sleep with her. Yeah. She's kind of known for this like super extremist, like adult film stuff. And she posted, she's 26 years old. She posted a YouTube video that She is pregnant. Yeah. Pokey Ninja Fun immediately commented, OMG, she gross. Kevin Murray, I've heard of Bonnie Blue. Kevin Murray, think about how you know her now. I don't want to know how you know her. I know her because she's in the news. Yeah, so she came out, said she was pregnant. She posted a video with a pregnancy test and I believe a sonogram as well on YouTube. She had previously said before, though, that she was, like, had trouble, like, fertility issues, so she wasn't sure if she'd ever be able to get pregnant. It's unclear. This could easily be a stunt. Like, I wouldn't put it past her. But she had unprotected sex with 400 men during a cattle breeding sex stunt. And, you know, there is one person in this office. Wait, that cut was truly the shadiest thing I've ever seen.
No shade at all. In fact, it's an honor, Talia. That was an incredible intro.
There's only one person in this office who is as well versed in pornographic culture and as in touch with the OnlyFans model world, the Bop House, the king himself, Mr. Sophie Rain, Chris.
That's the most insane intro anyone's ever gotten, but thank you for having me on, Talia. First of all, I want to say I like this. This is sort of like a librarian aesthetic you've got going on today.
Thank you. I'm channeling my inner smart person.
Okay, well, you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Bonnie Blue. I'm still getting over that intro. She's really putting up Steph Curry-like numbers. It's kind of remarkable. So she did this 400. 400 people, and now she's allegedly pregnant. And so, like you said, some people, there is a lot of fair skepticism, I could say, about this pregnancy because, you know, it's something that's going to get headlines, you know, and
for sure.
I think in the past she's talked about not being able to conceive. So it's, you know, it's an immaculate conception here.
It's real interesting. Do you think, like, if you are one of these 400 men, are you essentially just shitting your pants right now? Like, what's up? Like,
I think if you're one of these 400 men, you've got bigger fish to fry. You've got bigger issues. If you signed up to be a part of the, they probably have. I mean, how do you really get into the mind of one of these kind of people? You know, nothing against them, but you know, it's sort of it's really, you got to be a different breed to be a part of the Bonnie Blue 400. I mean, that's true. That's crazy. I don't know how familiar you are with her stunts, but in the past,
I'm super familiar like you are.
Okay, well, that's what her stunts is. That's one thing to call it. She did over 1,000 men in a day. So this is like an aperitif for her, really. This was an appetizer. She can do this on a Tuesday, no problem.
What the hell?
Yeah. So I don't think Guinness really wades into these waters, but if they were gonna give out plaques, she would probably
get one. I wonder if Guinness is like, hey, we're not gonna touch this. Like, you got this. You set your own record. We want no part of it.
Yeah, they're staying away from this. This is sort of a People's Choice award to see.
Somebody said call Maury. What would
a Bonnie Blue Maury collab would be.
I think has to happen.
Incredible. I think if we could make that happen, that's our job for the day, I think.
Why? I want to know. I wonder if we'll ever find out who the father is.
I mean, I wonder that same thing.
I'm scared.
That would be another great episode in the saga. She could do like a whole DNA test. Oh, they could try to track him down because he's probably lives out in like a rural, like on some farm somewhere. Who knows?
Because she was doing this like in a van in Bali. Like she's been kind of literally all over the place.
She's all over the place. And the Bali thing was a little squirrely because she got arrested. In Bali, they don't play around with these lewd acts. So she's I think not allowed anywhere near Bali for like a decade.
Also concerned, I brought up this morning, we talked about this on the show, and I was like, oh my God, like this is gonna end her career, like she's gonna have to like be taking prenatal vitamins, and everyone's like, yeah, no, people are gonna be into like pregnancy fetish porn now.
Sure, yeah, bingo. Right, I mean, it's probably opening up a whole new demographic for her. That she could.
I feel sick.
That she's getting ready to tap into.
And you know me, I'm all for supporting women.
Of course.
In whatever they do.
Yeah, we all are.
Hey, sleep with 400 men. Good for you.
Good for you.
The pregnancy part is where things get a little morally gray for me.
Okay, what's your problem here? What do you take exception?
I feel nervous that this child, if birthed, will have a horribly confusing life. And that's not to say that people in sex work make bad parents. I think that's absolutely not true. But I think the kind of sex work that Bonnie Blue does, where it's like the father of this child may be fully inadequate to be a father, and she wouldn't know. I think, like, if you're doing this kind of sex work, wrap it up, like maybe like be on birth control, like get tested frequently for STDs, like whatever. I am unsure of the parental quality.
Okay, on the other hand, I have all the faith in the world for Bonnie Blue to be a great mother. Now, let me get you some facts. She has 3 pets. Are you aware of that?
I was not aware of that.
Okay.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
I was doing research for this interview. She has 2 cats and a dog. All right, so no stranger. Also, she has financial stability.
That's true.
So just honestly, just with financial stability alone, this kid's better off than maybe the bottom 50% of children born in the world. I'm not worried about this kid at all. I think it's going to have a great life when we're praying for when this child comes to be,
born. Do you think that once this child is born, though, she will retire?
No, I think she's just getting started. Bonnie Blue is,
milk
how old
stuff?
is she? She's like
26.
really young.
She's 26.
She's 26. That's crazy. Yeah, no, she's just getting going here. She's going to maybe have a couple more. This is just like a little speed bump on the road.
Maybe have a
This is like, it's like
a speed bump?
Well, just as far as the OnlyFans career, actually wouldn't even call it a speed bump because now she's just going to go into a different category, like you mentioned, maybe a little pregnancy fetishy kind of stuff. It's just like a little respite from the regular content, and then she's back at it. She's a, like I said, the Steph Curry of it right now. So we can't.
I wonder if this man will become a like important figure in her life. Like, I feel like, will she co-parent? Will she get married out of wedlock? Like, what do you think is the next step for her here?
That's a great question. I think she's mostly just focused on the child, and this feels kind of weird to say, but content about the child. She's going to make more pregnancy videos and updates, and bring us along the way on this incredible journey.
I like that use of the word incredible. Wow, Chris.
It truly is, yeah.
Thank you so much for this eye-opening chat. I know a lot of people were excited to hear that this is your niche, so we will definitely be coming to you with more OnlyFans model type stories.
Sure, I got all the info, and I love that intro. I'm gonna need that every single time.
We'll type that out. I'll get it on a T-shirt or something for my desk.
Also, another pregnancy news. I'm working on Blueface and Nevaeh right now.
Wait, yes.
So today,
Blueface and Nevaeh.
Yeah, something's just in the air right now. Did
you also hear
babies.
NBA YoungBoy just had his 13th child?
Yeah, but that's
with
just like
10 women.
That's a average day for YoungBoy. He just does that on the regular. That's what he does. So that's not newsworthy at all.
Oh, okay. Forget about it. Forget about it. Well, Chris, in just four short minutes here, we will be out on the floor. We look forward to possibly getting a glimpse of you out there.
Can't wait.
We'll see you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip.
That was, I think, one of the greatest intros off the dome I've ever done in my life. I'm going to go back and clip that. Also, whoever today is in charge of switching the cameras and kind of that would be you. Yeah. Some of the most incredible work I've ever seen. It's almost giving Wendy Williams' Shady Cameraman, if you're familiar with it. God, that was incredible. I have full body chills. That's how excited I am. So yeah, also what I was just saying, NBA YoungBoy, Chris claims it's not newsworthy. I think it's newsworthy. He is on his 13th child now with 10 women. And I'm not too great at math, but that's a lot with a lot of different women. And if that's your journey, sure, I support you. This is his 3rd child with his current wife, but she is one of 10 former baby mamas, if you will. I you know me, I'm I'm pretty laissez-faire when it comes to what you do with your family. I don't know if I can support this. I think at a certain point, it's too many kids and you're not giving them all enough attention. And maybe if I'm one of 13 with 10 other women, 10 other moms in the mix, I don't know how that fares for the child. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know about that. Before we get out on the, somebody said the Nick Cannon effect. Truly, yeah. Before we get out on the floor, I'm gonna give you guys our rundown of what we will be covering today on the live show. And don't worry, I'll be with you the whole time. So you don't have to worry, I'm gonna be filling you in, I'll crack some wise guy jokes, bully Harvey a little bit. We're gonna have a great day. We'll be chatting about, obviously, Nick Riner, John Barron. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't want to spoil anything, but there was a caller into C-SPAN named John Barron who sounded suspiciously like Donald Trump. We'll get into that. We'll talk about the BAFTAs and then Gavin Newsom's comments and Nikki's kind of response. Cash Patel getting lit as hell during the men's hockey win. Diddy lawsuit, Ray J, Cardi B fall, and a little bit of Hannah Montana anniversary stuff for you. I'm pretty excited about that. I was the biggest Hannah Montana fan. I don't know everyone's ages, and I don't want to assume your age, but if you were around during Libby Lou's in the mall, I don't know if that was a universal thing. Libby Lou's was kind of like a makeover place where you could go and get like a makeover, and I would always do a Hannah Montana makeover. Hey, Corey.
What is up?
Oh, somebody wanted to know who was doing the camera changes. That would be Samuel back there. Can you? Yeah, now I was waiting for Corey to get, yeah. Just some A+ shady ass work. I wish I could take the camera and also show you all Corey's incredible haircut. Corey, you have a great haircut going on.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm doing a slow stand up. Let me make sure none of my wires are tucked in. Now for the capri pant reveal. Yeah, capri pants are back, you guys. I know that's very Y2K. I know that's kind of a hot take. Let me pull up my live comment. Thanks, Sam. Let me pull up my live comments here. Hey, Luca, good morning. What's up? Saw you saw Rory McIlroy this weekend. No biggie.
Rory McIlroy, the GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT. Hey, there's the Punch the Monkey expert. You guys may be familiar with this. Boots on the ground finding more videos. Don't you worry about it. Let's see here. I'm like trapped in what? Good morning, Kay. Hey there. It's so funny seeing all of our friends out on the floor. Morning. Hey. I always feel like a sitcom character. Oh my God, people are really up in arms about the capris. I was not expecting that. Hey, morning, Anakin. My mom told me to ask Anakin about where to get an oil change. She said he is an incredibly responsible young man, and she felt that he would be the one. She was like, ask Anakin where he's getting his oil changed. So, at the dealership, I don't have that option, but thanks. I am unfortunately driving about a 10-year-old Nissan Rogue, kind of on its last leg. There's no treads in the wheels. It's just kind of like smooth sailing. Yeah.
It's odd. It's odd to me.
Hey, morning. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not getting scammed. I know their game in there. I'm not getting new brake pads. I'm not getting new tires. I'm not getting wiper fluid or coolant. Coolant is a scam.
You're gonna get roasted.
Coolant is a scam. It's actually.
Don't matter.
Oh my God, wait. Kristen just saved my life. She gave me the easiest place to get my oil changed. You drive up, stay in your car, they do it and you leave. I'm calling after work. I also got a new lip gloss that I've bedazzled as well. I've been trying to find hobbies since, you know, all I do is work. Yeah. Somebody said changing your own oil is easy. You get the jumpsuit. I think maybe, Corey, maybe we can sit. Oh, thanks. I forgot about this thing.
No, you look like you're fine.
Thanks. I think maybe I should get into changing my own oil. I think that might be a really good TMZ Live segment. where we sit. It's like instead of a pre-show, it's like Talia's garage.
Just bring your car into Studio 2 and
You just bring my car right into Studio 2. We'll get, anybody here know cars? I feel like everyone here is probably not great with a car. This isn't the line of work where people are really great with their hands. Sorry if you are, and I just dissed you. No, I'm not. Come on. I have 5 missed calls from an unknown number. It's a really Monday morning. Honest mechanic is an oxymoron, but they are out there. Yeah, I feel like if I was a mechanic, I'd just be lying also. You kind of, you gotta respect the grind. If you got by the mechanic, I believe that is your fault. Because I asked ChatGPT how much an oil change should cost. I know.
oh, no, he's gone.
Somebody said go to Harvey's garage. I wonder if Harvey has ever done manual labor like that. Thanks, J-Rock. Yeah. Changed my brakes and my rotors, my little brother taught me. Somebody said go over to sports. I bet they know about a car. It's like the most misogynistic corner. Let's see. Let's see if Babcock's on the phone. I'm coming around.
Oh, I did.
Let's see. Morning, boys. Do you know anything about cars?
Not really.
See, I told you. I knew it. Lucas, do you know anything about cars?
Cars are dumb.
Lucas said cars are dumb. I have to get my oil changed, and that's been a big topic of conversation this morning, obviously.
Kind of great.
And
It's not here.
is not here, right. And I was like, I doubt anybody in this office actually knows a thing about manual labor and cars.
I have changed my oil before, but
Chad has changed his oil before. That's
out of
impressive.
emergency.
Out of emergency?
Yeah.
All right, well, it might get an emergency in the parking lot later, I'll let you know. The chat is really funny. They're like, sports knows nothing about cars. But the sports they cover are like with the ones with like a ball and a bat. It's not like we're not big in F1 here. Morning, Danny. Go Mets. Go Mets. God, LFGM. Always go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
It's important to make meaningful connections with your coworkers. It's a good corner. It's all my friends are in this corner. Morning, Ryan Parker. Morning, Charlie Neff.
Hi, good morning.
Happy Monday. If it was a happy Monday, I'd still be in bed. It's one of my favorite jokes. That's such a dad joke. It's so stupid. Oh. Wow. Good morning, everyone. What are we all chatting about? Everyone said, I bet Luca knows about a car. I still see Babcock has his masterpiece snacks. I ate mine. They were delicious. First of all, I ate them all, and I was like, damn, these are delicious. I want another bag. I turned the bag around, 300 calories in one bag. So I probably won't be having a second, but it was definitely worth those 300 calories. Tricky Detective said, I feel old. I come from a time where you had to know how before you could drive, how to change your oil.
It should be a requirement.
It should be a requirement. I think the education system is failing a lot of children. My brother is 17, just like figured out how to write a check. His birthday's in 4 days. He'll be 18.
What's he need to check for?
To write a check.
Why does he need
But
to
like,
know
it's important to know how to write a check. I've had to write a couple checks, or you have to cash them and you have to know like how to read the amount, how to, yeah.
I guess you're right.
I don't know.
It seems like an outdated.
Checks are super outdated. Now everyone's all in the Venmo this, Cash App that, Zelle me this. I want an old-fashioned checkbook. I used to have like a fantasy as a kid about having like an old woman purse where I would be able to take my checkbook out, write my check in script, pop in a hard candy, take like my lipstick out of the case with a singular cigarette. I feel like we've really lost touch with the important things in life, like smoking on airplanes and dressing up to go to the movie theater. And now it's all Venmo me this, AI that, Bonnie Blue and the other one. It's all too much for me. I may not be smart, but I'm an old soul. I'm actually incredibly smart. I do myself a disservice. Monique said, I was learning cursive in first grade. My daughter said they don't teach that anymore. That's ridiculous. Because now, what are you going to teach? Thumb? The kids don't never write. I still hold my pencil. Cam came up to me the other day. He was like, why are you holding your pencil like that? I go, all I do is type. I don't know how to hold the pencil right. Yeah, I don't know. Payphones, there's no more payphones. I used to like that too. I used to want to like make a call in like a phone booth and be like, I still love you. You know, there's a lot of things. Okay, I'm getting flamed for my capris again. Thank you very much. The one-hit wanderer said, I am an old soul. Yeah, we don't gotta zoom out. Yeah, stay real tight frame this morning. We're real tight this morning. Yeah. So ridiculous. They gotta teach scribble on the pad. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm picturing Talia as an old lady holding up the line, pulling out her checkbook. That's exactly who I want to be. And I want to have lipstick on my teeth a little bit and just like kind of be a mess. It's perfect. I've been having to teach my sons at home for them to learn the signature of their name when asked to sign. That is a problem. The kids need to know handwriting. It is important. Black Beauty said, where is my jeans? I believe you're talking about Tawanda, who is here. I saw her this morning. I don't know where she went. Tawanda. No Charles today, so I don't know who I'm gonna shoot the shit with. Rage bait? Did you say rage bait? Yeah. Now we're getting nostalgic in the chat. We see Blockbuster. I miss Blockbuster. I loved Blockbuster. I remember back in the day, the payphone calls was 10 times and 5 after every 5 minutes. I don't know that sentence. Talia, get it together. I know, I gotta really, I'm an old lady mess. Pedal pushers, definitely a 90s vibe. Bell bottoms are coming back too. You know, I love that theory about the swinging pendulum, where it's like you can never be out of style because everything moves so fast these days that either it's like really, really tight pants are in or really, really baggy pants are in. But now it's swinging so fast that like I'm in capris. I could either be stuck in 2010 or I'm late years ahead all y'all fashionably. That's what I'm saying. Landlines with long cords and you could like wrap the cord around and write stuff down. God. We've really come a long way in a short amount of time as a society, really, when you think about it. Any t-shirts today, Heather Stu asked? We will talk to Tawanda is the keeper of the shirts. We will talk about that. Making peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. How do I get in on that? We can do a check-in with Aiden about how his birthday weekend was. I heard it was great. I heard he got coffee with Lisa and got Korean barbecue, which is one of my favorite foods. I just had really good pho last night for dinner. I feel like really sodium bloated though, you know that feeling? I drank like a lot of soup really quickly. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I just feel so close with you guys. That's what's interesting about a live stream like this, is it feels very intimate, like we're just like close friends chatting. There are 926 people watching. And I just told you all that I'm bloated to all hell from pho sodium. So, you know, yeah. Dial-up internet. Oh, people asking about Guthrie updates. We can ask Harvey. He like has his feet up on his chair, eating a croissant on the phone. I don't know what kind of, he is truly a character, if there ever was one. We can ask him about that. I don't think we have anything major. But obviously we will let you know. Crystal, you don't have a shirt yet? Crystal, I always see you in the chat. When Tawanda comes over, we'll chat about what we can do t-shirt wise today. We don't have Charles to play a game. Maybe we'll get Harvey to play a game. I don't know what mood he's in. I'm nervous. Yeah. Brandy said, we're your invisible coworkers who get paid in t-shirts. Honestly, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. Yeah. What else did I have on my docket to discuss with you today? I was really fired up about NBA YoungBoy's 13 Children this morning. Because as someone who has one brother, I'm one of two. I feel like already it's hard splitting the attention. I can't imagine having to compete with 12 other kids. Anybody in here come from like a really big family? I'm really curious. Does anybody have any experience? Do you have any siblings? You have a sister?
Younger. No, two guys.
Two guys.
3 boys.
You have 2 guy siblings.
Yep.
Not brothers, just 2 guys.
Just 2 guys.
Who are younger than
you. At one point.
2 guys who are younger. Yeah. Oh, Joe Hernandez said, today's lunch is definitely a shit sandwich day. I will let him know. Tawanda said on Friday, no t-shirt sent out until next week. Well, good news for you. It's next week, Tawanda. Start cracking down on those t-shirts. Oh, Monique said, I have 4 brothers. I'm curious, how was your experience growing up as one of 4? I feel like any more, oh, good poll in the chat. How many siblings do you have? I am not sure I could compete with that many children and like be okay with it. And it's like, how do you build a relationship with a parent when a full like classroom full of children are having to do the same thing? Does it get competitive? Like, who gets the most time? And then it's hard, like if you are one of like the first baby mamas with like the OG kids, now he's married to another woman, how do you get your kids the same time if he's living with the other woman? I have a lot of questions. I wonder if I could like LinkedIn DM him. I don't know. I have 2 adopted sisters and a biological half-brother. Oh, David, I have siblings, 7 brothers and 7 sisters. People thought my mother got pregnant twice a year. David Hall, how is your relationship with your family? Can I ask that? They'll stop me if I can. How is your relationship with your family? I'm curious to know, was it like uber competitive? Did you feel like you had to prove yourself? Brittany said, I have 8 siblings. My dad was busy. Yeah. Oh, Josiah's family. Josiah, John, Jacob, and Joseph. Good names. I love an alliteration. That's why I think I feel so fondly about the Kardashians. Yeah. Oh my God, Lee Patience said, my brother got a kidney transplant Friday. He's doing amazing. Congratulations. Leanna said, that's why I stopped at 2, because I knew I might have to count on just me. That's fair enough. Parents have to make date nights with each child once a month. But if there's 13 kids, then that's like half your month is just going on dates with your kids. You get no free time. You gotta, he's laughing on the phone. I'm having so much FOMO.
Did you
No.
do like events with them like that, like once a week?
No. I just lived it.
Yeah.
My event was my childhood. But then once my parents got divorced, I had good quality time with both of them. So it was like, I need that. Both my parents are extremely, it was like their life goal to be parents. Like they wanted kids, and it's just me and my brother. But that makes me think now, I'm thinking back to Bonnie Blue. Does she want to be a mother? Does this man want to be a father? And what, like, don't have kids unless you want them and you want to take care of them and you have the means to take care of them? I don't know. I get tricky because I believe you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. But there's consequences to all your actions. Ooh, Jersey Mike. First of all, big fan of your sandwich place. Jersey Mike said, having 10 brothers and sisters, it was tight, but it was fantastic. I guess that's true. You build a community with your siblings. I think it's hard, though, if there's 8, 10 different baby mamas. How do you make plans with those other kids when you're like 7 years old? The days of big families are kind of over. That's true. We were talking about that today. Like the middle child is disappearing because people aren't having more than 2 kids. Wait, there's so many people with so many siblings. Melissa said, we are 11 kids, and I only have 1 kid. Agreed. No one can afford more than 1 these days. I agree. We can't even afford houses. Miss Princess, what do you want to chat about? You tell me. 4 brothers, 2 sisters? Yeah, that's 2. I wonder who has... I'll ask Devin. He'll just give me a one-word answer. I'll be like, 2. How many siblings do you have? Let's do a prediction. Devin, how many siblings do you have? 1. Devin, how many siblings do you have?
1 brother, 1 younger brother.
1 younger brother? I knew it was going to be a short answer. Do you think people with like more kids, like NBA YoungBoy with 13 kids, like that's got to suck to be one of those kids?
Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Because I feel like, I mean, the kids, as long as he's paying for things, he's pretty well off.
But if you're not paying for
And it's
things,
also like
you
if
gotta
you're a
spend
kid,
time
you're
with
like
them.
stoked that your dad's a famous rapper now.
I actually didn't consider that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think I would, yeah. All right, thanks. That was
But if he's not in their lives, yeah, I guess that
sucks. That does suck. But I forgot about that. There's a little bit of luster there. Like, my dad's NBA YoungBoy.
And also good idea on the,
But I think, good idea on me. I'm so smart. I have good ideas. Where do you fall in line with your siblings? I'm clearly the oldest child. That's why I'm obsessed with being in control of every situation, why I'm a neat freak, and why Yep. Seems to be a common theme with the oldest. And that's why I am mean to people younger than me, because I believe you have it easier than me automatically all the time. It's like my brother truly could flip a car, and my mom would be like, "Oh, it's okay, my sweet baby boy, nothing bad ever. I'm gonna write your college essay. I'm gonna wipe your butt." Meanwhile, I like sneezed the wrong way. My mom was like, "And cut it out with that attitude." Hello? What's up with that? Crazy. Pokey Ninja Fun said the important question is, do they get the right guidance? Should we move? They're yelling. Imagine being the child of a famous person. I can. There was a really funny trend where people were like obsessed with Nepo babies. Obviously, we still kind of are, but everyone was like, yeah, I'm a Nepo baby, like for accounting. Like my mom's an accountant. And it's fun to think of it that way. I'm like, yeah, I'm a Nepo baby for market research in the fashion industry. I could get that job if I really wanted it because my mom does it. But you gotta weaponize your nepotism. I think we really all got to get better at that. Brandy said, I love when Talia does her mom's accent. The best part is my mom does not have that accent. That is purely the one I've assigned her. She actually talks pretty similar to me. My grandma's the one who's always on like this, going on. She's like, oh, what are you doing? But,
We're trying to.
Baby mama meet my other baby mama and my other baby mama. Don the Watcher. That's true.
And then see who it is. But I want to get this right.
Morning. David Bowie's daughter did a reel about being a Nepo baby, and it was sad. I think it can be a lonely experience. I think it can be a lonely experience.
They're calling family. Janet, will you send him that? Okay.
Good morning,
everybody.
The people are really on about this morning. They want to know if we have any Guthrie updates, first and foremost.
We're going to get into it. Where is the update is there? It's getting cold.
Yeah.
It's getting cold.
People are also interested in what we know about the Riner hearing that's going on.
We're going to get into that.
Sweet. We're talking now about weaponizing your nepotism.
Oh, hold on one sec. We published Riner, right?
Good one, Talia.
Who is the, they have a PR rep that I dealt with.
Craig Gordon said, wow, he's here. I know.
Yeah, kill my mic.
Oh, kill it. I'll step over here. I think I need to get, like a fanfare trumpet to play when he enters.
Well,
I think that might be nice.
I gotta know who he is.
Danny Fed said, man, I missed his smiling face. We talking about the same guy? No. Pokey Ninja Fun. I'm not shocked it's turning cold. Investigation is a mess. The update is they have no update. It is, yeah, not good. I wish we had a better update for you, but I only know what he knows. So. Oh, thank you, TMZ. TMZ posted our Nick Riner update. I'll crack that thing open and see what information we got. Nick Riner pleads not guilty. That's what I told you this morning. It says he smirked at the audience. I didn't know that. The district attorney, Nathan Hochman, addressed the media afterwards, saying the case is on track. They're waiting for the coroner's report. I don't really know legal proceedings like that. I'm not sure what the coroner's report really does in order for the case to proceed. I guess you need it for the case to proceed. Originally, you remember Nick was being represented by Alan Jackson, and then Jackson dropped out. I don't know why. It was all delayed, and now he is being represented by a public defender, Kimberly Green. But I know Harvey's gonna get into that today. Wow. I should not have worn capris today. The bottom half of my legs are incredibly cold. Yep. Lots of hot takes about both the Riner case and the Guthrie case. It's hard. I know it's hard to make sense of things. Like, you want an answer, and so in order to make answers, we come up with theories and we speculate, and it's hard to do that when there's like legal stuff going on. We can't just talk about every theory and say what we want to say. Yeah. Clorox Bleach said siblings haven't spoken out against Nick yet. Yeah. What would Harvey's walk-in song be? What would your WWE walkout song be?
Come over to Brendan.
When you walk into the stream, it would be My Way?
Excuse me, darling.
I'm sorry, Tawanda, good morning. The one where you're singing or the OG one? Probably the one where you're singing.
Thursday, let's see. Give me a second.
Oh, the people calling me. I tried to go through the LA court system to Google my ticket. That flew away in the wind, if you're familiar with that. And they called me back twice saying they can't find anything yet. So maybe it was just a flyer. We'll find out when I am taken out of here in cuffs for not paying a ticket. Joe Hernandez says I need to go to Capri, Italy. Fair enough. The one-hit wonder, really good question. Why can't they trace the IP addresses in the Guthrie contacts? I am unsure, but that is a good question we can ask. I believe the way the messages are sent, like it's like super encrypted, so I'm sure they're working on a way to crack into it.
Babs, need you over here.
But yeah, what would my walkout song be?
Okay, let's start the show.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start the show, guys.
You got it.
There's just, what are we doing is a 1 and 2. Yeah. Okay, so Talia, come on over here.
Okay.
Get close.
Okay.
Not that close.
Okay.
All right, off camera just a little bit.
Okay.
You're going to be stepping in and out. So you
right.
guys are going to be, so Charles is on vacation. So you guys are going to be part of our show today.
Great.
So I want you to be looking for interesting comments.
I will be looking.
And I'm going to bring, and figure out, this is where you got to do a dance, where if I'm talking about something, you know, when I finish a thought and you got somebody coming in with it, come on in.
All
okay,
right.
Here we go.
Come over here, though.
Where am I sitting?
Here. You guys need to switch spots.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come in.
Okay. So you should be doing this early on. Okay. I mean, like 2 minutes in.
All right.
Okay. Welcome to TMZ Live. Charles is off this week, parts unknown. He hasn't even told me. So we are going to start with Donald Trump, maybe. So on Friday, there was a guy who called up C-SPAN by the name of John Barron. And John Barron had some things to say about something that had happened earlier that day about the Supreme Court saying that Donald Trump's tariff move was illegal. And Donald Trump is pissed off, very clearly pissed off. So here is what this person, John Barron, said. And I will tell you, you should listen closely because there are a lot of people who think this is Donald Trump faintly disguising his voice.
John in Virginia, Republican. Let's hear from you.
Well, this is John Barron, and this is the worst decision you've ever had in your life, practically. Jack's going to agree with me, right? But this is a terrible decision. And you have Hakeem Jeffries, he's a dope, and you have Chuck Schumer, who can't cook a cheeseburger. Of course these people are happy. But true Americans will not be happy. And you have the woman earlier, I assume she's a woman, she's a Democrat, but she said she's disgraced. She's devastated.
All right,
by
John.
this.
We'll go to Chester, who's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
So there are a lot of people who think it's Donald Trump for a reason. That in the 80s, Donald Trump, now famously, would call reporters up using the name John Miller and would try and plant stories. And so he's done it before. Here's the voice of John Miller back in the day to compare it to what you just heard.
Okay, what's your first name, John? John Barron. Well, let me tell you what the deal is, just so you understand. Mr. Trump bought, first of all, most of the assets have been consolidated to Mr. Trump.
What's your name again? John Miller. And you work with me on that? Yes, that's correct. He didn't want to make a commitment. He really thought it was too soon. He's coming out of a, marriage and he's starting to do tremendously well financially.
So there you go. So he had actually used John Barron as well before. So the weird thing about the voice on C-SPAN, I want to play it again. There's like a lot of treble in his voice that you don't really hear when he was faking his voice back in the 80s. So listen to what was on C-SPAN again and listen to this treble because I'm thinking this isn't Trump. Listen to it one more time.
Virginia, Republican. Let's hear from you.
Well, this is John Barron, and this is the worst decision you've ever had in your life, practically.
Okay, so that's enough. So what I'm thinking no. By the way, Talia is, we have a live stream going, and Talia is running our live stream. I'm curious whether they buy this or not.
We have some mixed comments. Somebody said, that is for sure Trump. Listen to the commentary. It's his classic way of speaking about other people.
It is.
Right.
But people know that.
Right. It's clearly an impersonator. It's absolutely. If Donald Trump wanted to call C-SPAN, it doesn't sound like John Barron. It sounds like Donald Trump. If Donald Trump wanted to call C-SPAN, he'd just call as Donald Trump. Anything he said on that call as John Barron, he would say as Donald Trump, the president. It's just absurd. It's not Donald Trump. It's meant to sound like Donald Trump.
Who's buying it?
A lot of people are saying it sounds like Donald Trump is just pinching his nose and wanting to say some things and get them out in public. Somebody said, it sounds like it could be a really good impersonator trying to make fun of Trump to get people to believe it's Trump.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
The more I hear it, the less I think it's Trump. What I am excited about, that I've never said before being excited about, is the State of the Union address. Mm-hmm. Because tomorrow night, Donald Trump is going to be face-to-face with the Supreme Court justices who ruled against him, in particular, Amy Coney Barrett and Neil Gorsuch, the two justices he appointed to the court who he essentially called morons and unpatriotic last week. So watching him look at them and watching him probably rail on them during the State of the Union and watching their reaction is going to be amazing. There's a fly in here. Well, how do they know?
Hey, Flo here. I'm calling in from McKinney, Texas. Listen, whether the person is the White House occupant or not, it is his likeness. And quite naturally, I find it very interesting that the name that he went with is Barron, which happens to be the same name as his child. But that said, I think that, what's more important here is when we hear these types of commentary, it is really a strong opinion of what many Americans are thinking. I mean, even though the occupants' approval numbers are in the tank, there is a very specific narrative that fits what it is the caller said, and that is the same line of thinking that we hear quite often from this president. So I think that really it's important for us to consider what it is that we're hearing, the alignment of the messaging, and how important it is for us to really laser in on not just who called in, but the fact that this person is saying what a lot of people are actually thinking.
Well, I will say C-SPAN is saying it is not Donald Trump, and they have some timestamp, but I don't think it's Trump. Okay.
We have some comments of people wondering if it's possible it could be like an AI voice filter.
It's not, because AI could do better than that. There's this treble in his voice that doesn't make sense.
We had a poll, 58% of people say that's Trump for sure.
No.
42% say someone's
Not buying
pretending to
it.
be
Not
him.
buying it. Let's get Beckerman out here. I want to start. Jason, let's go.
You can just stand there.
Okay, let's do it.
Since you're already there.
Okay. Do we have sound from the hearing today? Hey. Hey, Joan, are you there? The reason I was waving you off is I wanted to hear the side. No, it's okay. And you've got Hochman talking about the death penalty. Okay, here we go. So Nick Riner was in court today, and he entered a plea in the case involving the murder of his parents. He pled not guilty. And what is interesting, you see standing beside him, is his public defender. That there is still a public defender on the case. I thought there was a good chance that today the public defender would say, I'm going to withdraw because he's hired private counsel. We know that immediately after he was arrested, Alan Jackson, a very famous lawyer, private lawyer, was hired by the family to represent Nick. There was something where their minds were not meeting, and Alan and the family parted company. But I thought that they would hire a new lawyer for Nick. That did not happen today. He still has a public defender, and he pled not guilty. Alan Jackson, as much as said that he was going to plead him not guilty by reason of insanity. That could still happen. It has not yet. What is really interesting here is that the DA, Nathan Hochman, held a press conference right after the hearing. And this is a case now of life and death, or at least there is a possibility of that.
This case is a death penalty eligible case. Along those lines, we take the process in which we determine whether or not the death penalty should be sought extremely seriously, and it goes through a very rigorous process. We will be looking at all aggravating and mitigating circumstances, and we have invited defense counsel to present to us both in writing and orally in a meeting any arguments that they would like to make in consideration for our going forward or not going forward with the death penalty.
I got to tell you something. Yeah. We did a documentary on this. Yep. Nick Riner is profoundly mentally ill. He has something called schizoaffective disorder. He was off the meds that were stabilizing him a month before the murders because he was complaining about weight gain. Yeah. And they changed the meds. He went off the rails. What I'm hearing is that this could well be a meth murder, and people take meth to kind of not that it's justified, but they will take it when they're out of their head on these meds when they're not working, which is why he was in Exposition Park after the murders. Yep. I just find it odd that the DA of LA County would hold a news conference given that backdrop, and talk about the death penalty.
I mean, on the one hand, he was elected specifically because he took a tough on crime approach compared to his predecessor. But why are we gleefully going after this guy? I mean, it's one thing if you don't think that people should be able to plead for insanity pleas, fine, come out and say that. But if you think the not guilty by reason of insanity is a valid defense, I don't think there's a clearer case than this one is, right? I mean,
I'm not even saying he should come out and say we're not going to ask for the death penalty. Why is he saying anything about it publicly?
I know. I don't know why he's giving press conferences. This is not a situation where you have a hardcore gang member who you want to make an example out of. This is a one-off and an incredibly sad case for everybody involved.
And he knows, by the way, he knows that this is that all of these mental illness issues are present. He knows that. I mean, you know, they can subpoena medical records for this, but even if they haven't yet, he's heard enough that he knows about schizoaffective disorder, he knows about all that stuff. So it's just weird to me that he would come out and say that when there's no reason to. Not even to say we're not going to seek it, just to say nothing.
It's not a tough on crime approach. It's a tough on this guy approach, and I just don't get it.
It's odd. It is really odd.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm from Vancouver, and I work as a group facilitator and a case manager at an addictions center. And back in 2016, there were clips that Nick Riner was on the Dopey podcast, and he shared that he faked a mental illness and bragged about it on the podcast to obtain a mood-altering drug, or Wellbutrin. So my concern is that, I mean, there is a long history of mental illness and addiction, but this can be stigmatizing to addicts that are out there, people who currently have mental illness, and hopefully the people who are trained professionals to do the psych evaluation through this can see through either him faking or get through it in a good way. This whole situation is so tragic, and I just send all my love to his family.
Yeah, I mean, what you said is very interesting. Can you stay there for just a second? Jonah, can you get her, would you mind, can we get your phone number? We want to call you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Our viewers are curious about when it will be announced. He's pled not guilty. When will we know if it's by reason of insanity, or are they ever going to announce that?
He can change it at any point. And there will probably, I got it. Calm down, everybody. Just when you got a second. I'm right in the middle of talking to them. I got it. It's not urgent. They can do it at any time. There's actually like a 3-step process where they can evaluate him. You don't have to do it that way, but there's often a 3-step process that they haven't completed yet. My guess is they're going to plead him not guilty by reason of insanity. Hey, Nauman. So they are.
I know we have a lot of questions also about the death penalty. Again, I'm not super well versed in that, but I will ask. I know a lot of people said Rob Reiner was actually against the death penalty. It's California. They won't actually, take that far and use it. But you never know. It is strange that it was just all of a sudden.
Sound up. Okay.
A lot of people on about the death penalty still wondering, is this something that will actually be pursued?
He is never
going to
get. They're never going to ask for the death penalty in this case. I promise you.
Yeah.
This is a meth murder.
Somebody had Darlene had an interesting comment. She said Rob Reiner was actually very openly and publicly against the death penalty.
Yeah, but that,
ironic.
It's interesting because will the DA follow the family? He did not do that with Menendez. So will he do it with this case? Or will he listen to them, and will that be cover for him not to seek the death penalty? A
lot of people are also wondering, was this press conference just for optics to make it seem? What's kind of the...
No comment.
No comment there. Yeah. We the Fly W, interesting question. Will a meth drug dealer get the death penalty for supplying the meth in this case if
No.
it comes out? What's kind of the legal process with that?
No, but you know, it's interesting because, you know, they did this with Mac Miller, where, are we in this camera?
Yes.
Where, just let us know, guys.
I pointed.
Okay, I didn't hear you. So when Mac Miller died, they prosecuted the drug dealer.
Yeah.
I believe for manslaughter. This is a little bit different because it's not the person he sold it to, it's what that person then did. And they're not going to prosecute them for murder. They will not do that.
Interesting. Somebody said, even though the death penalty is legal in California, has it ever been used recently? Like in recent years? Do we know of any cases?
I mean, they've used it. I don't remember how many years ago.
It's been a while.
I actually, when I was a reporter at CBS, I actually witnessed in the late, in sometime in the 90s, an execution. Because I went to San Quentin, and well, because they have reporters who are witnesses, and I actually went to San Quentin. It was death by lethal injection.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts to have witnessed that.
He didn't die immediately either.
Yeah.
He
it's really scary.
Squirmed and whatnot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is okay. On that note.
Yeah.
People are wondering. Kathy Bristol wonders how involved the other kids will get in the case. Are they going to testify? How much weight will that carry?
Kathy Bristol is smart. That's the big question, Kathy Bristol.
We don't know.
That is, well, we got an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. What's B?
Good comments, folks. Keep up the good work. Got a lot to talk about.
Who's
today.
doing BAFTA? Okay. You're going to call them?
Yeah, it kind of just rehashed whatever.
It does, but it also says the guy left and that they apologized. Because Delroy was saying nobody addressed it with him. And people were bitching about Alan, saying that like what he said wasn't good enough. He was trying to justify it as opposed to apologizing for it.
Did you call this doctor?
Yeah, I called him on his cell.
And?
He didn't answer, and then I pulled his cell for that dentist as well. I called him as well.
What dentist?
Hey, folks.
Oh, there is a dentist?
We are about to talk about BAFTA, the John Davidson N-word scandal. I know we chatted about it this morning. I know we talked about it a lot. We got some good comments. Send in your comments, the questions you had, your opinions. I will get them in front of the big boss. Now you have a real qualified person to talk to. I know Kay had some really great points that she made earlier. If you want to bring some of those up, we'll talk about it. Get those in. Yeah. You guys are a big part of the show today. We got Charles Chat Jr. That's a good name. Yeah. You can... Oh, how much weight will that carry in death sentence on the row? True. A lot of people with opinions on if a dealer will get tried. Yeah. Brandy said, we are Charles today. Hey, Charles, good to see you. Yeah. Slate said BAFTA failed everyone yesterday. People knew he had Tourette's. Put these in a comment and send me your opinion, and I will doctor them up and feed them to the big cheese. Yeah. Jay said, you qualify to professionally gossip as well, girl. Thanks. I try. Yeah, people knew he had Tourette's. BAFTA failed everyone. Accounts receivable, I'm saving your comment. It doesn't make any sense. If they had it pre-recorded, could they have edited out? What's wrong with them for not doing that? That's a good comment. I'm saving that one. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the name of the
Joe Hernandez says,
Tourette's movie?
As a representative of the chat, we want a raise or lunch. I'll see what I can do. Danny fan, I see you. Said, Talia, we're setting you up in advance. Pick your faves and sprinkle them in where needed. I'm on it.
Riner.
Yeah. Draga Pro said, I heard they had 2 hours to cut it out beforehand. These are good.
Spray on your face at all?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. Okay.
This is a good one. We already got questions in the chat. We're amped up. We chatted about this a little bit this morning. The people have some questions and strong opinions about the BAFTA Awards.
Okay, I want to hear about it.
You will.
You got stuff ready?
I got them pulled up and ready.
Okay, let's do this. Here we go. You have sound? Okay, here we go. But obviously you've bleeped the N-word. Okay, here we go. Delroy Lindo. Right.
Delroy Lindo.
Got it. So the BAFTA Awards were on the BBC last night in England, and one of the big winners was a guy who played a man with Tourette's syndrome. The movie is I Swear. He actually beat out Timothée Chalamet. So I Swear was a big deal at BAFTA last night. In the middle of the awards, the guy who was the inspiration for that main character in I Swear, John Davidson, was in the audience as Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were presenting the award. And the man blurted something out. It was a racial epithet. It was the N-word. And it has caused a big controversy.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate.
So he had screamed it out right there, right out of the gate. You saw Delroy and Michael just stunned by it. They didn't say anything. Later in the evening, there was a reference to somebody blurting it out who had Tourette's syndrome. But now there are a lot of people who are saying, you know, is this something where you give the person a pass? Because they often will blurt out, people with Tourette's, epithets involuntarily. Jamie Foxx had a different view of this. Jamie Foxx said that, he said this on Instagram, he said, out of all the words you could use, does Tourette's make you say that? He meant it. It was unacceptable. So there are a lot of people who think this is just racism that just comes naturally out.
But don't you think that's a lot of people that don't have knowledge of, it's a disorder, Harvey. And this guy, he has obviously this disorder. He apparently, the BAFTAs released a statement that after he said it, he actually removed himself from the ceremony and watched on a screen somewhere else.
He had also blurted things out to other people in the...
Correct. But I think, I mean, I obviously don't know as much as probably this guy does about the disorder, but I don't think it comes from a place of like hate. I think that...
See, Jamie does.
Yeah, but why?
A lot of
does
people
he
in the
think
comments are saying it does not come from a place of hate medically, but it doesn't make sense if it's pre-recorded why they wouldn't edit that out.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Well, what's interesting is they edited something else out.
There was some type of Palestine reference.
There was
right?
a free Palestine scream out in the audience. They edited that out, but they left this in.
Well,
which
yeah,
is
the BAFTAs haven't.
weird.
They haven't addressed that. They obviously apologized to both guys and everyone else. I think maybe the only reason that one wasn't edited out was maybe just logistically they couldn't edit out the sound, and it was for a big award that they were presenting.
But Devin, there was the center's makeup artist who came out and said that the word was said 3 times at the ceremony, so they were able to bleep it out 2 other times, but just
that's what I'm saying. That's why I think maybe logistically they weren't able to edit out the sound.
2-hour delay.
Well, wait a minute. Did they bleep it or was it unbleeped?
Unbleeped.
Unbleeped when it aired. That's what's weird.
They
could have at least bleeped it.
Yeah, that's true.
They could have at least bleeped it.
There's also some debate on whether or not he removed himself, but it's whether or not should somebody be kicked out for something like that. We have some people saying they can't kick him out. He can't control it. It's a disorder. You can't help it. And some people saying any racial slur is not something to make light of. You need to be removed after that.
See, what's really weird is that's what this movie's about. It's somebody with Tourette's who has these uncontrolled outbursts. And so they invite him, which they've done in many movies where they profile somebody, and you get what you get.
Yep.
You kind of get what you get.
Yes.
My issue is we're talking about the his moment and
speaking the N-word, but we're not speaking about Sinners being the first award, the first movie to tie the record as far as winning the 3 BAFTA awards, and we're talking about the this N-word from John Davidson, which I think is a problem. That he, in another documentary, said that he hasn't been in a movie since E.T., and then all of a sudden the BAFTAs and everybody, which he should have been allowed to go to this, but like Jamie Foxx said, I think out of all the words that he would say, cat and dog, this is the word he chooses to say, and I think it's a problem that they didn't catch it, and that we're all talking about this opposed to Sinners being tying the record for that award show.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem they didn't catch it for sure, but there's kind of a split on whether that word comes out just involuntarily or if there's belief behind it. Okay.
People are talking about there's a girl named Balin.
Oh, what did I say? Oh, what, you want to pick up an audio
Nice.
pickup?
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments.
So somebody
got
who
it.
accepted an award said "Free Palestine." That was edited out. Yeah.
So this guy that just wants to do a FaceTime?
The Balin. We were literally just talking about Balin. Do you watch the show?
Yes.
So, have you seen the episode when she was traveling to the Tourette's convention, and she and her mom had to travel from like the DC area to Orlando?
I don't know.
Hey guys, salmon or a turkey burger?
Salmon or a turkey burger.
Okay, we're gonna put the dentist on right now.
Get that protein in.
What did you have in C?
But was she like triggered?
So she was in the air. She was in line
Okay,
for
we're gonna
TSA,
put this
and
dentist
there was
on
a
instead
sign
in
that said,
C.
like, no
In
guns.
C.
And so she.
And then she started ticking about guns.
Yeah.
Gun,
What's his
gun,
name
gun.
again?
I have a gun. I have a gun. I have a gun.
It's
Jack
like
Hughes.
sometimes those
Just because
triggers.
she saw that.
Yes.
But we were also saying just because you see a
Okay,
black person,
so
should
we're
it
gonna
trigger
do
you to
this
say-
as.
The N-word. Agreed.
What's B2? And you have the sound for Gavin? Okay. What'd Gavin say?
Oh, it's good. I got it.
Is it
about fighting? He said you didn't give a shit about the president.
You didn't give a blank about the President of the United States of America posting an ape. Oh, okay, good. And then thinks a 960 SAT makes him.
He was responding to
What does Nikki say? Yeah. Okay, we're using Nikki, not Sean.
Don't send that one.
Here we go.
Wait, so don't. You don't want me to.
Wait a minute, I thought the Gavin response was to Nikki.
No, it's to Sean Hannity.
Oh, okay, then we're using Sean, not Nikki. Here we go. He was speaking in Atlanta for his book.
That's the Atlanta mayor.
Small step to your right, Harvey.
The mayor is who again?
Great.
Andre Dickens, right?
Yes, Andre Dickens.
Okay, last night. Okay, here we go. So Gavin Newsom stirred up some controversy last night in Atlanta. He was on stage with Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens, where he was pitching his book to a big audience. And, you know, the book is a real candid look at how Gavin Newsom grew up. And he had a rough childhood with his mom, with his dad. They were divorced. There were all sorts of problems in his upbringing. And what he wants to show in this book is that he's not this elite guy, who he really is now, at least by appearances, that he has a history and he struggles with it. But the way he conveyed it has really created a controversy. Here's what he said.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. maybe the wrong business to be in.
So I want to show you what Sean Hannity said and then how Gavin Newsom fired back. I got to say, I don't have any problem with what Gavin Newsom said, because I'll tell you why. Yeah. Because what he was saying is, it's not that all you guys got 940s. He's saying, I'm a 960 guy, and I'm not acting like I'm all that if you got a 940, meaning if I beat you. He's not saying that the audience automatically got 940s. He's just saying, if you got a 940, I'm not going to act all that. That's not a racist thing.
I completely agree. Also, 960, just so everyone knows, is an average score. He's saying I'm one of the average.
Not exactly the point, but I get it.
But in any event, I think he's swimming against the tide a little bit with his image. His image is one of highfalutin, pretension, very, very polished. He went to the French Laundry during COVID. He is swimming against that to create a different narrative, and I'm not sure that message sort of like, you got a little bit garbled with that.
I saw him yesterday on an interview with Dana Bash. And it was fascinating. And, you know, his childhood was messed up. Sure. And I don't know this because I haven't read the book yet, but I'm actually going to. And he sounds like he's been through a lot of therapy. Sure. The way he was speaking and profile. But I got to say, when he's saying, I got a 960, and if anybody there got a 940, I'm not acting like I'm above you. That's not saying you guys all got a 940. It's reaching. So here's what Sean Hannity said. He says, think a 960 SAT makes him like black Americans. Let that sink in. Sean, sorry, that's not what he said. But here's what Gavin fired back. And I think this is really interesting. You didn't give a blank about the President of the United States of America posting an ape video of President Obama or calling African nations blank holes, you know what that is. But you're going to call me racist for talking about my lifelong struggle with dyslexia? Spare me your fake blank outrage, Sean.
I think this is incredible, right? He came out swinging rather than sort of apologizing and prostrating himself.
Newsom's right.
He is. We're sitting here parsing all this language, and the bounds of decency have been moved so far that he's saying you're willing to ignore the president making these outlandish comments that are on their face outlandish and beyond the pale, and we're going to parse my words talking about my dyslexia. It's outrageous, and smear me your outrage.
You can say what you will about Gavin Newsom, and
he's got his baggage.
I have issues with the state of California right now. The state of California right now. But that is BS. That was not racist. That's just BS.
Your dentist is up?
Yeah.
Thanks, Derek.
Yeah. Gavin Newsom thinks a 960 SAT. And then, you know, I walked up to the camera. Can you just go back to back with the tweets and not? Yeah. Okay.
Stu, interesting point here. Gavin is trying to position himself best to run for president and be relatable, but it's falling flat. He comes off as an oligarch.
You should watch this Dana Bash interview. He was actually really good in it. What's his name again?
Jill Maple said, "Don't care for the guy," but what he's saying is he can't just recite. He can just recite a speech, not that he can't read. I agree. I think it got kind of
Jack Hughes. What's the dentist's name?
Kind of tricky with the wording there.
Jason.
Monique again. We would vote if you put up a shit sandwich, Paul. Harvey will be having a turkey burger for lunch. Turkey burger. Turkey burger.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah. Hey, doctor, it's Harvey Levin. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me, Harvey. Good to see you.
Oh, my God. I'm looking behind you. Holy shit.
Beautiful. It's crazy, but it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but my God. That's a lot of snow.
Absolutely.
Is it pronounced Auerbach or Auerbach?
Auerbach, like red.
Got it. Okay, I can't wait to talk to you about this. So he's a patient of yours, right?
We are the official oral surgeons of the New Jersey Devils. My business. I'm the founder and lead this Riverside Oral Surgery. We're the official oral surgeons of the New Jersey Devils.
And has he ever been to you?
I've not seen him. No.
But you would think he would probably.
He likely. So kind of the way it would work is that he'd be assessed by. He probably was assessed in Italy. Then he'll be assessed here, and then if he's assessed here as needing oral maxillofacial surgery, then I will get that. I'm not the team dentist. I'm the official oral surgeon. Just so you have the proper graphic.
I'm confused about that. You're not the team dentist, but you're the official oral surgeon?
Yeah, so we're the official Riverside Oral Surgery are the official oral surgeons of the New Jersey Devils. We treat players and personnel that require oral maxillofacial surgery. So conceivably, if his level of injury requires our treatment, we will be treating him. But I haven't seen him yet. I mean, he's still in transit.
Yeah, he's partying.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here we go. I'm excited about talking to you. And by the way, if he does come to you, I want to follow the journey.
Fair enough. We can make that happen.
And we will put it everywhere on all our platforms. I'm excited about this.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Here we go. So the big star of the Olympics is Jack Hughes, at least one of the stars. Jack Hughes is the guy who scored the game-winning goal for Team USA, bringing home the gold. But he was kind of the worse for wear. If you go back to that picture, he had some teeth knocked out during the game. He is still happy, still celebrating. In fact, as we speak right now, Team USA just landed in Miami, where we're going to take a wild guess and assume they're going to be partying. But at a point, he's going to have to deal with his teeth. So there is an official oral surgeon in dentistry for the New Jersey Devils, the team for which Jack plays. His name is Jason Auerbach, and Jason may be the one who is going to fix Jack's grill. So Jason joins us right now. Jason, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thanks for having me, Harvey.
So
happy to be here.
I'm so excited to talk to you. I never thought I'd be this excited to talk to a dentist, but I am. Okay, what do you see when you look at him right now?
Yeah, so many people know he had an injury from a high stick in the third period before he came back and then scored the overtime game winner. But the fact of the matter is, it looks like he has a fracture to the crown of what we call his left central incisor, his left front tooth. You can see it's the one that's basically chopped off. He also has a couple of other injuries that are not 100% clear based on not obviously having imaging. So we would bring him in, or he would be brought in to a dentist after making sure all the soft tissue was cleaned up and treated and all that. He'd have some imaging, a CBCT, some traditional x-rays, assuming, and basically, depending on what each individual tooth suffered, something would need to be done. That front tooth is going to need, obviously, some restorative work to get it back to aesthetically what it needs to be, and probably some endodontic work, what you guys would call a root canal. The tooth to his left, which is lateral incisor that's covered by blood, looks like it probably was subluxed, moved a little bit, which might indicate that there's a fracture in his maxilla, in his upper jaw. And then, of course, he's got some dental injuries on the lower. Obviously, he needs to be evaluated both radiographically and clinically, but some work's going to need to be done for sure.
Okay, so this, at first I thought this was going to be, bonding or replacing a tooth or something like that. This sounds like it's more severe than just that.
Yeah, I mean, so some of it may very well be able to be taken care of by bonding or some sort of aesthetic or cosmetic dentistry, veneer, crown, something restorative. But there's an endodontic role here too, meaning a root canal. The tooth that was kind of sheared off in the front that everybody's kind of paying attention to is very, very likely to be non-vital at this point and going to require endodontic treatment, a root canal. And then once the root canal is done, it's going to have to be rebuilt. Highly unlikely it needs to come out because usually when the tooth is injured like that, the root itself is intact because the force is taken by the crown of the tooth. So likely he'll keep that tooth and they'll just rebuild it.
So how long does it take before he can sit in your chair to have this all restored? Can they do it immediately? Do they have to wait for swelling to go down? What?
So swelling will peak at 48 hours. So assuming tomorrow morning his swelling will be peaking, there'll be some sort of temporary solution there. So when he visits the White House or does whatever he has to do, he'll have a tooth there. Not that he seems to care. But the fact is that there'll be something temporary in the interim. And then ultimately, it'll take probably a few weeks for it to be totally restored.
No offense to you, but if he goes to the White House, it'd be better if he goes before he sits in your chair. That would be pretty awesome.
Fair statement.
How long does it take to restore all this?
It depends on what needs to be done. If there's surgical intervention required where teeth need to be splinted or even removed and bone be grafted, which of course I can't know without seeing x-rays or him, it could take weeks, if not months. But based on what I'm seeing initially and what I think the situation will be, I think it's really just going to be a very short period of time till he's back to what he needs to be doing.
So you treat players for the Devils, right? You not just Jack, but all of them.
Well, we are the official oral surgeon, so if something rises to the level of requiring oral maxillofacial surgery, we will treat those patients, players, personnel, whoever.
And I assume you've done this with other players in the past.
We've treated many players in the past, yes.
What is their attitude like? It's sort of like, well, yeah, it kind of goes with the territory. Are they nervous, anxious, or are they just whatever? This is, par for the course.
We'll tell you, I don't want to be offensive to anybody, but of all the athletes we treat, hockey players are the most amazing humans to deal with. They're generally very, very resilient. They're very respectful of what we need to do. They understand, and I mean, they're humans, so they have trepidation, they have fear, they have anxiety, and all that. But when we're treating them, we're making their lives better. We're helping them, and by and large, they're very appreciative of what we're doing for them.
You do realize that if you scare them a lot, it may prevent fights on the ice.
You know what? I never thought about that role. I'll consider playing that role going forward, or maybe not.
I'm serious. I mean, if you act like Steve Martin in Little Shop of Horrors, right, they may not fight anymore in the ice.
That's true. That's true. Maybe I could change the game for the better.
Okay, so safe to say, probably not this week. He's going to get this restored. I would assume it would take a few days.
Yeah, he won't. He will not be completely restored by the end of the week. It will take a couple of days to triage the situation, to get him to who he needs to be seen, and then there probably will be a bunch of different specialists playing roles, or there likely will be a bunch of different specialists playing roles based on what we find out from diagnosis and like I said, imaging and exams.
And finally, will you take a selfie with him when he comes into the office?
If he comes into the office and he lets me and he brings the gold, I'll absolutely take that selfie.
And that would be before you do the work?
Before and after. We like before and after. It's always good.
Okay, hey, it's great having you on. Really appreciate it. We're going to follow the journey.
Thank you so much, Harvey. Really appreciate it.
That was great, Jason. That was great.
Thank you.
We're going to put that on our social platform. It'll be on TMZ Live today. This is great.
You're awesome. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Hey, make sure you let us know. We want to follow this.
100%. I promise you. So long as I know something, you'll know something.
You got it.
All right. Take care.
That's awesome.
Hey, Jackson. Jackson. And Laz, you guys should put him
That's
on
my
social.
boss,
Everybody's
Laz.
interested in.
He's awesome.
And
There's some good comments here about if, first of all, dental insurance now. Sure, I wonder what that deductible looks like.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, they wear mouth guards, they're still getting their teeth knocked out.
I know.
Does there need to be some kind of mouth guard reform?
Would you almost think about not fixing it?
Somebody did say that. They were like, maybe earn your stripes and wear your teeth like that.
I don't know how you eat with it.
I don't think it's very functional.
Okay, I love this.
You can't get mouth guard reform. You're gonna put all the dentists out of business.
Hey, Lucas, that was good. That was great getting him.
Do you think he would still, if they had stronger mouth guard reformed, do you think they would still have?
I don't know, but the thing is, I'm assuming he had a
surgeon?
mouth guard on, but you get it fixed and then it happens again. It's just
It's an endless
kind of what happens.
He will be in work for a very long time.
What's D?
Interesting.
I don't know what Tim Gunn is.
America's Next Top Model. Someone wants to go, is dental care not protected under HIPAA? We did just learn a lot about his patients.
Okay. What did you have
Project
as
Runway.
D2?
Thank you.
C2 rather.
I'm all
before?
mixed up. I've been watching the America's Next Top Model expose. Tyra Banks, I'm getting confused. Make it work. That's Tim Gunn. I do. That is. Somebody said he really left it all on the rink. Yeah. Every player should be wearing those helmets.
No, would you have Nancy in?
Kind of agree with that. Monique said, sorry, y'all, today's not my day. Monique, every day is your day.
I kind of want to do the cold case thing.
That's a good question. Is dental care not protected under HIPAA?
I think Patel's better.
Is dental care
what do you
under
have, Z?
HIPAA?
What's F?
Yes, dental care is covered under HIPAA, as they are covered entities.
What's G?
But I think maybe it might be a little different when you're like a public figure like that, where he's like, I'm the official oral surgeon
I feel
of
like we should take Cardi
the
B out,
Devils,
put
because then
NBA
you know
young
who
boy
his
as
clientele
G.
is.
Nancy is.
I'm sure he probably can't tell us like
I think
treatment.
Nancy should be.
I don't know. He was kind of really talking about it.
Yeah, I guess Nancy is F. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Quick.
You have a preference from where for your lunch?
Yeah. What's the place?
Talking about his lunch. The approach. The approach to what he may do if there was perhaps. But he's like, yeah, he's my client. He's my patient. You can? I thought you can't call and be like, if I call the dentist, I'm like, hey, is it Harvey Levin a patient of yours? But that's the thing. I think since it's a part of the team, it's assumed. Oh, maybe they cleared it with him.
Okay. Let's do cash. Who's doing cash? Who's doing
Over
cash?
at Sports.
Who's doing it?
Well, it's going to be Babcock, but he's
Why don't we do Lucas?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is there dental HIPAA? The people are up in arms about it.
Oh, here's Babcock. Okay.
Please, after you.
Let's go.
We'll be chatting about Cash Patel
He was
partying with
great.
the hockey team.
He was great.
Let your comments
And he's
loose.
he's totally gonna stay in touch. So get this. This should, and this. Hey, are you guys are cutting this dentist, right? Or they're cutting it. So the dentist needs to get. Who? It's. What's the name again?
Harvey might. Hey, back over to me. It appears we're about to chat about Cash Patel partying with the USA men's hockey team. So still in kind of our hockey sphere. If you have any comments or questions about why the FBI director is out partying with the bros, feel free to drop that in the comments. I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering who invited him back there. Yeah, I'm curious. So that's what I want the wrap snacks that Babcock has. I'll be asking for some of those in a little bit. Yeah. Space Ace just say, I use a password to sign into HIPAA medical records? Are you a doctor or are you hacking into the system? I'd like to know that. Mace, good point, kind of what you were saying. He gave opinions based on a photo, nothing specific that's covered under HIPAA. He's fine. I'll be in Derek's office later asking questions about HIPAA. Because if I was a doctor and I had a famous client, I'd be blabbing all over town about that. And I guess that's why I'm not a medical doctor. Let's see. Cash Patel has his trophy girlfriend, so he partying. Okay, good comment, Jay. Won't be reading that one. He's partying with them because he's a man and he enjoys hockey and he's having a good time. Honestly, I don't know about that, though. Because he's got a job to do. Did J-Rock catch the fly? Did you bring it over here? How did you catch it?
His fingers.
Like Mr. Miyagi style? There's the fly. That is a big fly. It was flying all over me. I got embarrassed and then it landed on Harvey and I didn't feel so bad anymore. Good work, J-Rock. Teamwork makes the dream work. That was impressive stuff. It's like Mr. Miyagi. My dad used to tell us all the time when we were kids, he's like, if you can catch a fly like Mr. Miyagi, I'll buy you anything you want. And obviously, none of us could do it, but I'm still holding him to that deal. What's up with the Americans trapped in Mexico? We chatted about that a little bit this morning. El Mencho, one of the major traffickers, was killed in U.S. assisted, and so there's heavy cartel presence, heavy military presence. It's a crap show, I believe is the government term, the proper term for it. But basically a lot of tourists are trapped there, can't get out of the airport. People are being told to stay in their hotels, that it's safer in the resorts. But I think we'll chat about that today because it's obviously big news. I see you asking about that. Somebody said, he's partying on your tax money. Fair enough. Yeah. Google it right now. That's what HIPAA files are. Medical records. That's why you sign it at the doctor's office. True. Oh, Beasley said, well, now I know what it's like to be a fly on the wall at TMZ. Fair enough. Teresa with a comment, my adult son can catch a fly like that. Wow. Congratulations to him. Charles is not here this week. That's why I'm doing this every day, hanging out with you guys. There was some mixed reactions about that. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll get some good banter, lots of comments. We'll get into a good flow. It's only Monday. We got the whole week. It's going to be great. Flights to Mexico are probably really cheap right now. Don't know if that's what I'm getting out of this situation. But hey, if you want to go, one of my friends, Sydney, is trapped in Aruba. Yep. So hopefully she'll be able to get out of there. That's because of the snow. Yeah, Aruba. No, I know. But I was just thinking of people being stuck places on flights. Because of flights. Yeah, because of flights. Because it's snowing in New York. And so she can't get home. All the airports is closed. Kash Patel is supposed to be in Arizona, heating up the FBI investigation for Nancy Guthrie, not in Italy, partying with the hockey team. Deb Smith, screenshotting that one. That's going in the folder to bring up. Deb Smith, back at it again. Heather Stew, always a pleasure to be hanging with you. Thank you. Patricia? Patria? Kurt Levin. There's somebody in the chat named Kurt Levin, and every time I wonder if it is a distant relative of Harvey's, kind of just watching him. Kurt Levin, make yourself known on the familial tree. Yeah. Is Charles retiring? I don't believe so. No, he is on vacation. Ooh, screenshotting this comment, Cruising First News him. It's not the partying that's a problem. It's using taxpayer-funded jets and luxury hotel rooms. That's the problem. Why would the head of the FBI be handling one missing person? He's had this scheduled for a year. Fair enough, but I think optically a lot of people are like, hey, you just got on a plane and went to Italy or in the middle of this gigantic investigation that's been all over the news. I understand that. I understand that. Yep. He's a scheduled meeting about Olympic security. True. Kurt Levin said, hey ya.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what we're about to dip into right now. And away we go.
Kash Patel. We ready? Okay. No, I want to go sound full. Yeah. Nope. Here we go. It was in the locker room, right? Yes. Okay. Here we go. So it seems this is coming back, right? Welcome back to TMZ Live. It seems like there was an unsung hero in the men's hockey team. I'm going to do this again. Welcome back to TMZ Live. It seems there was an unsung hero for the men's hockey team in Milan because somebody who didn't get a lot of attention on the ice got a lot of it in the locker room, and that would be one Kash Patel, the FBI director. That's his side hustle. So I just want to show you this if you haven't seen it. So this is Kash Patel celebrating with members of the men's hockey team. So there you go.
I'm going to be honest. I like Kash Patel, but if this was somebody that I didn't love, this would annoy the crap out of me. I'm going to be honest. Why is Kash Patel in the locker room? I know you don't expect me to say that, but
it's so cringy.
It is. It's like, look, I think all the people who are like, oh, what about the Nancy Guthrie investigation? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Right. But he's the FBI director. Why is he in Italy in the locker room drinking beers?
I'm going to tell you something. I was on the phone with somebody from the FBI today.
Yeah.
And this person was telling me that there are people making $45,000 a year in the FBI because they want to do that job.
Right.
And it was disheartening.
Right.
To
How
them.
much do you think that trip cost, honestly?
Well,
too,
it wasn't
you know?
even that. It was just disheartening to them. It's just the image of it. And it's not that you can't have an FBI director partying.
Right. Yeah.
But
he did. I'll say this, Harv, for his part here. He says that, hey, the guys invited me in. I didn't walk in there myself. They invited me in. They wanted me in the locker room.
He's put a gold medal around his neck. I mean,
no, they wanted. They were cool with him.
Yeah,
it's not about them.
And you would have thought that they would have been like, "Who is this weirdo? What's he doing in our celebration?" But they were really embracing him,
they were
which
totally
is the
into
most shocking thing.
They were totally into it because it's like, hey, the FBI director's coming here. So I get why they were excited. It's just the optics.
Now they got a free pass in case they ever get in
trouble.
Well, there you go.
Bank guys, you're good.
No, there you go. But I mean, that's funny and also scary to think of. Wow. Let me just think on that for a second. Wow.
Harvey, I think this is shameful. I got to be honest. I got to tell you what a lot of Americans are thinking. We were all very excited to see this huge win. It's the biggest win since a Miracle on Ice in the 1980s. And they made it political. They put the gold medal on him. One of the players, when he was on the phone with the president, said, close the northern border. The president said, oh, I got to invite the women's hockey team who also won. All right. We have Nancy Guthrie. We have the Mexico situation. And there was an assassin caught at Mar-a-Lago. And this trip cost $100,000 that we paid for. Why am I not in there partying with the guys? He's cracking tall boys. I don't know about you guys, but I want an FBI director who's not sitting there getting wasted. There is a level of truth and respect.
I agree with you on a lot of what you just said, but in terms of going over there, I mean, if you go back in the day, if Obama went to the Olympics to just show support, would you have had a problem with that?
No, because Obama would not be in there slamming beers. Come on, boys.
No, I get it.
And cursing with the president.
I'm with you there. But what I'm saying is the business about spending $100,000, you know, somebody who's in an official position, that part doesn't bother me as much as just the optics of him in that locker room guzzling beer.
But Harvey, he's the one who said the FBI director, Chris Wray, oh, he's spending $15,000 on flights and we need to look into that. If he wasn't so hypocritical, if he wasn't there sitting there hiding the Epstein files from all of America, this would totally be, nobody would care. But the fact that he's sitting there covering up for pedophiles instead of catching them is why Americans are upset about this.
Okay, you get the last word on that. Okay, that was good. Where are we going?
We have some questions about, are our taxpayer funds paying for him to be there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not happy anymore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's news to me.
If you haven't seen Christy Nome's jet, you should get a load of that.
Am I paying for that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You learn something new every day here.
I like those pants on you.
They're just pants.
They look comfortable.
They are.
It's more of a Viore tech
let me hear the Tim Gunn sound.
It's so sad.
Have you been celibate, Tim?
I've been in New York for 42 years, 43 years. I had a very serious 9-year relationship in Washington, D.C., and I still remember the night that it all ended. One of the things that he told me that night was that he'd been sleeping with just about everything that walked by. And I had been loyal and faithful to him. He was the only person I'd ever been with. And this is the advent of AIDS. It's 1982.
Wow.
And I thought, So the self-pity then turned to completely unbridled anger because I thought he may have given me a death sentence.
Of course.
And I was tested every 6 months for 10 years for HIV, and thankfully I had a clean slate.
Yeah, thank God.
But whenever I was even tempted to engage in something that could become serious with someone, all this would come back like Niagara Falls, and it would just take the desire away.
So he's not saying he's celibate. He's saying he wouldn't get serious. I hear a difference there.
Everyone's picking it up as celibate, that he's been.
Oh, so he said that. Oh, okay. It's good. Got it. Okay, here we go. What was he on?
Chelsea Handler's podcast.
So Tim Gunn said something pretty remarkable on Chelsea Handler's podcast about a relationship that he had that went bad, but it went bad decades ago, and the impact that it had on him has lasted more than 4 decades. Here's what he said.
How long have you been celibate, Tim?
I've been in New York for 42 years, 43 years. I had a very serious 9-year relationship in Washington, D.C., and I still remember the night that it all ended. One of the things that he told me that night was that he'd been sleeping with just about everything that walked by. And I had been loyal and faithful to him. He was the only person I'd ever been with. And this is the advent of AIDS. It's 1982.
Wow.
And I thought, so the self-pity then turned to completely unbridled anger because I thought he may have given me a death sentence.
Of course.
And I was tested every 6 months for 10 years for HIV, and thankfully I had a clean slate.
Yeah, thank God.
But whenever I was even tempted to engage in something that could become serious with someone, all this would come back like Niagara Falls, and it would just take the desire away.
That's amazing. And by the way, 1982, it was a death sentence. And it's just really stunning to hear the lasting impact that had on him. I mean, it's wow.
But it's also so sad because who doesn't love Tim Gunn? He's so beloved, not just in the fashion world, but all throughout the world. And I think people would automatically assume that he could get with anybody, and he really could. But the fact that he's like, look, I'm a single man. At first, he said that he wasn't okay to be alone, but now he's so comfortable with it that he couldn't imagine even sharing that with somebody because he's so independent.
Well, he's independent, really not by choice. He said this is so traumatic for him.
Yeah.
And it's traumatic for him, not because that somebody was unfaithful, but because of the consequences back in 1982, which it absolutely was a death sentence. There was nothing to do other than, wait. Okay, 12:01. We're in F.
So sad.
So sad.
Oh, shit, we haven't done E, F, or G? Oh, fuck.
E, F, G.
E-I-E-I-O.
Okay. Talia, what's going on?
The people are saying it's incredibly sad because now there's been lots of medical advancements that people are wondering, will he ever be able to trust somebody again now that it's a different world?
In terms of medical advancements, it's just he's so entrenched in how he feels.
A lot of people are saying
that it doesn't sound like he's going to change.
That trauma is real. It was a death sentence back there. Back then, you don't have a choice back then whether you could.
No, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. Wholesome sentiments in the chat.
What order are you pitching?
We're going to start with Cannon Brothers and then Yo-Yo Whittaker, which is
Cannon Brothers and
Yolanda Whittaker.
Yolanda Whittaker.
You can call her Yo-Yo.
Okay, here we go. And these are both after dark?
Yes.
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay. Okay, we have told you about the best party in town in Hollywood, and that is the TMZ After Dark tour. It was true to form this weekend.
We had the Cannon brothers take over, which are quite literally Nick Cannon's three brothers, very similar to the Jonas brothers, Gabriel, Caleb, and Ruben. And
Except they're not in a band.
But they should be in a band because the way they were performing on the bus was like they were a boy band. And actually one of them has their own song. Ruben has this song called Fire. He performed that on the bus. And they were taking over Hollywood with their just energy and vibe, specifically Beaches WeHo, which is an awesome bar that we go to every week. And I think
say Beaches is the best bar in town.
No, seriously, I love Beaches. Like, they deserve all the hype. They have Beaches WeHo on one side and then Beaches Tropicana on the other. So they have like two venues that are both amazing. But this one was Beaches WeHo, and Gabriel grabbed the mic and he was like upstairs and like performing in front of everyone. So when we take our celebrities out on the town, they are completely taking over these bars.
And they're getting people are getting free shots on the bus.
Of course, every bar they
not
get free
on the
shots.
bus. They're getting free shots in the bars.
We are not drinking on the bus.
But where do we go into Saddle Ranch?
Oh yeah. And that's another place we have to shout out right now, Saddle Ranch, which two of the brothers went on the Bulls.
I know, I saw that.
Yes, they were extra fun. They were doing all of it. It was Ruben and Gabriel. They rode the Bulls.
Next night.
And then we have Yo-Yo Whittaker. So that's Ice Cube's protege. She learned the ropes from Ice Cube, and she is a very well-respected rapper. And the performances that she gave us on the bus, I love the Cannon brothers, but this was like Grammy award-winning performances. Like if you just watch a clip of her singing on the bus, you'll be like, oh wow. Like it all goes back to these tickets are so affordable for what you're getting.
Yep.
And then she also gave everyone coasters.
Wow. Free parting gifts.
Yeah, exactly. It was an amazing weekend.
Okay, what else do you guys want to talk about? Oh, okay, gotta hold a second.
Hey, me again. Harvey will be back. Gabe said, Talia, stay away from those Cannon brothers. I'm not sure what that means, but I will be sure to do that. Thanks. Oh, Beesney said, I wonder if they have as many children. Do they know all of their nephews and nieces? Clorox Bleach with that exact comment. That's a lot of nieces and nephews to remember. Yeah. Let's see. People talking about Balin. Yes. We got Sweet and Low with W Netta in the chat. Oh, yeah. True. They said W Netta.
Oh, I love you guys.
Netta loves you. Oh, say hey.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Wait, what's been going on?
People love to hear what they have to say.
Wait, are you coming this Saturday? Becca Moore is doing it. Did you see?
Wait, I did hear about that. Steph was telling me.
Apparently, it's one of our biggest After Darks coming up.
She is incredible. That's Saturday night?
Yeah.
Damn.
Apparently, straight people know her too. Because I know her because she dated.
She's like a
kind of
great
like
influencer.
evil lesbian.
What? Who was her ex?
Well, I can't say anything about
I'll
it.
do some digging
Do some digging. But
do you go on every single tour?
I try to go every week. Not like on every single one, but like on key ones that I gotta be on. Like the comedy crawl, I've been going every week because it's just so good.
It's so fun.
Like it's just fun.
I know. I need to get on that.
You have to be the host. You have to be the comedian on the bus.
You know just the right thing to say to me because that's all I've ever wanted and more, and I charge this many dollars.
If you had a set right now at like the Comedy Store, how would you start?
So usually my go-to is, hey, if you don't know me, my name is Talia. I just graduated from the University of Georgia. I'm kind of new to the world. A little bit about me. I grew up on Long Island. My parents got divorced really young. I have a really bad stomach problem.
This is a sad story.
Yes, I am Jewish. You guessed it. And I do kind of like a...
That was good!
Like kind of a call and response thing. I'm a little rusty. I haven't done stand-up since I've moved to LA, so I really need to get that. Do
you want to take a class with me?
I take Groundlings classes.
Oh, really? You do?
I do improv classes.
Are you making good friends from it?
That was really my goal. I was like, look, I love comedy and I love improv and it's fun to do, but I think I'm more focused on making friends out here.
I know.
I don't care if I'm good. I don't care if I'm funny. Just want to start hanging out with some people.
I have to make some friends. Mine are getting too old. Or they're taken.
all my friends are getting too old.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pissed.
They're
when
like
they
getting
watch
into
this.
their 35s. They're not watching this. They don't know what streaming is.
Yeah.
They're 35.
I get concerned. Like one of my friends just had a baby this like past week. Zaylee Lynn Zirkle. It's a beautiful baby
Congratulations,
girl.
Zaylee.
But I'm not gonna have a kid ever, and I probably won't be married for at least another 10 to 15 years. The way I'm moving right now. So I'm like, what do we talk about now? I'm like, hey, how's the breastfeeding going? Like, how do you connect with people?
I want to have a girl, and I want to name her Chuck.
I love that. I love babies with like androgynous kind of names.
I know.
I have a friend who's a girl whose name is Dylan. Truly, she's the coolest
probably
person I
hot.
know. She's so hot.
It just
and
makes
so
sense.
cool. Or like girls named like Parker, like shit like that.
Okay, wait. Ask me what my opening for a comedy set
Okay,
is.
what would your opening be for a comedy set, Netta?
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Netta. I'm 4'11", so this is gonna be pretty short.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Hey, high
that's
five.
good. That's
all for me.
Punny, straight to the point.
And then I'm like,
great.
all right, that's my set. Thank you guys.
That
and then I
is-
leave.
Wait, Heather Stu said, Netta, I'm going on the 8th. Can you be there?
Heather, oh my God.
Heather.
See, I want everyone in the chat to learn from Heather. She is a role model. She is an astounding role model.
Yep.
Because she is actually going.
Yes.
And me and Heather are going to party the night away.
You heard it here first,
March
folks.
8th. Okay, Heather. I think we have big plans for March 8th, so that's a good one.
Ooh, John
Is that the
Charles-
comedy crawl or after dark?
No,
I'll
let
have
me
to
see
check.
what day of the week that
Oh
is.
my God, wait.
John
that-
Charles actually said if he had a baby girl, he would name her Zeppelin. And I love that name.
Oh my God.
I always
Or
said-
Zebulon.
Wait, what?
Okay, never mind. Zeppelin.
Yeah, you had me and you lost me. Zeppelin's a cool one. Zebulon is a little bit more interesting.
It's just a bar I like to go to.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's cool then. That's cool then. I would like to name my child like Ziggy Stardust, like a little David Bowie. Like no matter boy or girl, Ziggy. I think that's a cool name.
That would be cool either way.
Maybe.
I like blue.
We got hashtag be more like Heather in the chat.
Okay, I love that hashtag. If you like decide to come on After Dark, you get your own hashtag. But right now the
That's a good
hashtag
idea.
is
But get
hashtag be more
t-shirts.
like Heather.
You get your own hashtag.
Yep.
And
I love you, Heather. I can't wait
get
to
to
take
eat and
shots with you.
drink.
Actually, I'm not allowed to, but I'll like
And you get to eat and
vicariously
drink.
live through you.
So, Krista said my stepson is named Elvis. That's a good name.
That's
Trisha
like
Paytas.
Trisha Paytas. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like Aquaman better because she has
I like
her
Aquaman,
most
too. She has
youngest kid is
Elvis, Malibu
Aquaman.
Barbie, and Aquaman.
Yeah.
One
day we will get Trisha Paytas on After Dark. You just wait.
One day we'll get her on TMZ Live. She'll be in the office. Maybe she'll work
But that's
here.
like Oprah coming in.
Yeah, that's true. It's called manifesting.
It's called manifestation.
It's called manifesting. Yeah.
We have big dreams over here.
Oh, somebody said like Ziggy Marley. I was thinking more Ziggy Stardust, but Ziggy Marley is a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Just cover me.
Okay.
No, you can just cover. You could just use the B-roll. And okay, here we go. Okay, every weekend we put polls up on the website to see how you feel about things that happened last week. We did it this weekend. Here are the results. Trump releasing alien UFO files. He'll give us the truth or he's deflecting. And they're going to say deflecting because, yes, they are. And there's history here. Shia LaBeouf's arrest. Mardi Gras shenanigans or he needs help. No doubt they're going to say he needs help, and they did. Next one. Former Prince Andrew's arrest. He'll stand trial or they will never prosecute him. I think they're going to say he's going to stand trial. Wow. People do not think this case is going anywhere. Next. Hillary Duff airing out sister beef. Team Hillary or Team Haley? I don't know. Interesting. Okay, last one. Who's the real narcissist? Zach Bryan or Brianna Chicken Fry? I think they're going to say Zach Bryan. I was right. Okay.
That was a close one.
Okay, what's
was
F?
a close one.
Case going cold. Yeah.
After you burned, I listened to that. I don't know if you want to try with your mic really quick. Just regarding the woman that did the.
What do you say?
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm over here now. Hey. That's been my new thing. I've been doing like a 3-finger hand raise. And I don't know why I keep, instead of being like, hey, how are you guys? I keep going like, hey, what's up? Like I'm like catching a bus or something. I really gotta work on some things, clearly. Like, hey.
Okay, here we go.
Take it away.
Here we go. This is Zeph. Are we ready? So we are now heading toward week 4 in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. And sorry to say, I have spoken with law enforcement officials today, and they are saying that this is going to be a telltale week, that if we get toward the end of the week and they still haven't cracked this case, it's going cold. That doesn't mean it's over, because they are still pursuing leads. I am told that there are some leads that they're somewhat hopeful on. They are still pursuing this ransom note that we got, but they do not have any solid leads. And there are reasons why they're saying that, you know, if you get a month into something like this, it goes cold. And it goes cold for a couple of reasons. One, just in terms of resources, because law enforcement does not have the resources to throw this kind of, manpower at every case. And number two, it's just not in the news the way it has been in the past. And, you know, once it is out of sight, it's out of mind. Now, that doesn't mean there's not going to be another development, because there could be. And again, they are still working on this case, but I'm not saying that at the end of the week people are throwing their hands up, because there will still be investigation, but it is getting somewhat cold.
Nick from Tennessee. Yeah, I agree with you, Harvey. I'm wondering if there's any more video out there why the FBI or the Pima County Sheriff's Office isn't releasing it, because I feel like the news cycle is kind of moving away from this whole thing. And I'm with you. I'm worried it's going to go cold if we don't get more information released to the public, if it can help, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm told this is a critical week. Okay, what else you guys want to talk about?
Hi, I'm Lauren. I live in Philadelphia. We're going to talk about Nick Riner. And I honestly think, like, pleading not guilty is pretty standard. And, you know, special circumstances, it jumps to the highest tier automatically. So, you know, life without parole is definitely a strong possibility. And prosecutors believe that they have enough evidence. So we just have to wait and see what happens.
I'm going to be stunned if this plea isn't changed to not guilty by reason of insanity. I think that's going to happen. One more.
Hey, I'm Amaya from Virginia, and I think that it was inappropriate for John Davidson to have left the BAFTAs without issuing a public apology to Delroy Lindo and even Michael B. Jordan for his statement. I think that the handling of the entire situation was entirely inappropriate, and I think an apology to the African American community also would have been useful.
Do you think the words were intentional?
No, I think he has Tourette syndrome. So I mean, I'm understanding of his condition, but I think an apology is still owed when you say a slur.
I get it. I get it. Okay, G. So he has 13 kids. He's 26. How many baby mamas again?
10.
And he's married right now?
Yes. 3rd child with his wife.
Okay. What was the ring? Can I see it? Okay. Here we go.
Oh my.
Sorry, Nick Cannon, you get the consolation prize because NBA YoungBoy has 13 kids, which in itself is kind of stunning. But what makes it really unbelievable is he is 26 years old with 13 kids, 10 baby mamas. Most recently, just had a kid with his wife. It's his 3rd kid with her. And he gave her a push present. Take a look at this. This enormous ring as a push present. So we had a big debate in the newsroom today. And I will say I was among those who said, this is just so ridiculous. For somebody having 13 kids when they're 26 years old, it's not that you can't. It's like you may be able to pay for them, but how do you become a father when you have 10 baby mamas? It just seems impossible. To each his own, but not down with it. Okay.
He
Okay,
said-
I got to get the other show ready. Charles abandoned me. I know.
Like, what's up with that?
I don't know.
And none of us even, you don't even know where he's like at?
I have no idea where he is.
I thought you guys
I
were
forgot
like,
he was gone
I thought you
until-
guys were close like that.
I forgot he was gone until I walked in today and I said, where the hell's Charles?
Well, that's incredibly unfortunate.
I know.
Well, we had fun chatting with you.
So I'm.
Everyone's having fun saying that they're being Charles.
They're what?
They like being like Charles Jr.
Ow, ow, ow. What? That attacked me.
Hey, cool it, bud.
Yeah, no shit.
That's what my mom used to do. She'd hit the chair.
I will see you guys tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow. Folks, it's been a Monday in paradise. Thanks for doing a lot of the heavy lifting today. We got a lot of good questions out there, lots of comments. We had some good convos. Be prepared. Come with questions. Come with things you want to ask the big cheese. And we will see you tomorrow.
Unfortunately, we will not be doing anything that revolves a T-shirt this week.
All right, yeah, I figured.
They already know I'm behind as hell on the ones that I owe them. So Mama's got to catch up. I'm going to try to get some signatures this week.
Well, maybe I can forge everyone's signature. We can get a couple.
How would you guys feel if Talia just forged Harvey and Charles'
Forged
signature for you?
Harvey and
If you
Charles.
guys are cool with that, then we'll do
just
some,
trace them from another shirt.
We'll
Don't
do
even
some
worry
games.
about
If you guys are cool with that, we'll do some games. So let us know how you feel about Talia Ford.
Forging
I will let you
signature?
guys know a fun fact really quickly. Someone out there's like 3 shirts out there with a Charlie Neff signature. It is a forged signature. Charlie,
did you hear that?
When she found out that her signature was forged, she was very upset about it.
Who was forging your signature?
We won't say names. We will not drop names. We will not drop names, but just know that there are like 3 or 4 shirts out there with.
That is so insane.
I had no knowledge of this happening, nor would I ever approve of something like that. And the person that forged my signature did my R differently.
It was a really good. It was a good forge.
No, it
Clearly
was not. I could tell it was
She's
not
picky. It was really good.
That's not.
You guys would never know. So.
Well, on that note, folks, we will see you tomorrow bright and early.
Oh my goodness.